learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on simply being a kid because they're hungry. To find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
If you're looking for a unique gift this holiday season, check out Rosetta Stone. It's the award-winning app that's helped millions of people around the world learn to speak new languages with confidence. A lifetime unlimited subscription provides forever access to all 25 of Rosetta Stone's languages, from Spanish and Chinese to German and Tagalog. And through December 25th, they're offering it for 40% off. It's the perfect present for the people in your life who value meaningful experiences instead of just getting more stuff. Got a buddy who's planning a big trip to Europe next year? A cousin who's been saying she wants to learn Korean to connect with her culture? Or that friend who'd love to be able to tell people he can say cheers in 10 different languages? Rosetta Stone is something they'll actually use and love for life. So visit rosettastone.com today to save $120 on a lifetime unlimited subscription. If you're looking for a unique gift this holiday season, check out Rosetta Stone.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores.
Mostly cloudy skies for your Monday temperatures today. It's your last mild day for a while in the mid-50s, a little breezy before snow moves in tonight. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burst.
Staples has you covered for all your custom printing just in time for the holidays. And right now at Staples, you can save 40% on custom holiday cards and invitations. Offer valid in-store and online. Ends 12/17. Exclusion and restrictions apply. Explore more at Staples, the working and learning store.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere. Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
ABC News, I'm Rena Roy. The special presidential envoy for hostage affairs who helped bring Brittany Griner home says the Biden administration is still committed to getting Paul Whelan home as well. Roger Karsten says he talked with Whelan, trying to reassure him the U.S. will not give up.
I explained to him, I said, Paul, it was one or nothing. We were not going to be able to get you out. We're going to keep working on it. But I understand that you're a little frustrated with that. But hear me, we're coming to get you.
The suspected bomb maker, who officials say helped bring down Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland, is now in U.S. custody. Abu Aguila Masood played a role in the deaths of 270 people, according to prosecutors. A rough night in western Massachusetts.
It's intense, two cars facing the wrong way, a couple of fender benders, so it's pretty nasty out there. 9
inches of snow to parts of the Berkshires. In the west, heavy snow in Northern California, part of a storm that's headed east to the Great Plains. This is ABC News. With the Super Bowl 2 months away, experts are putting the security game plan in place. ABC's Alex Stone has the story from Arizona.
Here in the tunnels deep inside State Farm Stadium, there's a room, the door closed, where federal agents, police, firefighters, and the NFL are meeting. Amid heightened worry about domestic terrorism and other threats, they're plotting out how they would respond if there was an attack at Super Bowl events. FBI Phoenix Special Agent in Charge, Akil Davis.
A Uvalde shooting, a plane crash.
The NFL's chief of security says there are no known credible threats to the upcoming Super Bowl, and building a security perimeter around this stadium will take about a month. Alex Stone, ABC News, Glendale, Arizona.
You can once again pay to get a blue check mark on Twitter. The social network today relaunching its subscription service, Twitter Blue. If you sign up, though, your account will be reviewed before the check mark is added to guard against imposters. The cost, $8 a month. Rena Roy, ABC News.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. 1 in 6. That little girl sitting alone at the playground, she can't play like the other kids. She doesn't have the energy because she's hungry. School lunch will be her only meal today. It breaks my heart that this is the reality in our country, but it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on simply being a kid because they're hungry. To find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Today is the last mild day we'll have for a while as snow moves in tonight.
Mid-50s today with mostly cloudy skies. We will see a bit of a breeze, but snow moves in overnight tonight, and tomorrow is a pinpoint weather alert day. We've got windy conditions, that snow moving on in 1 to 3 inches for the metro area, but over northeastern Colorado, we could pick up a foot of snow with blizzard conditions and temperatures in the 30s.
That's Fox 31 meteorologist Kylie Burse. The year's bird flu outbreak impacting 85% of the total egg-laying bird population in the state of Colorado. Dr. Maggie Baldwin, state veterinarian from Colorado's Department of Agriculture, says the current numbers are exceeding those from the country's largest bird flu outbreak that was recorded back in 2014 and 2015.
We've experienced the largest foreign animal disease outbreak in not only our state's history, but our nation's history.
In Colorado, there have been 15 detections of a deadly strain of the virus since earlier this year. 10 of those have been in backyard flocks, 5 have been in commercial flocks. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Just like that, it's back to easy driving throughout the Denver metro as we hit that 10 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound, no complaints into and out of downtown. Just west of downtown, I-70 westbound, looking at some slower traffic between Lowell Boulevard and Yosemite. Up on the northeast end of town near Commerce City, no surprises here. Slow traffic on I-270 westbound approaching Vasquez. Further east, I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the airport. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, cloudy today, cooler than yesterday with a high of 54 degrees. Clouds rolling in for snow on Tuesday. Tomorrow, high of 34. The current temperature in Denver is 47 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Jackie Robinson's athletic feats were nothing short of incredible, but it's the faith that started off the field that made him the man we know him as today. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
People here are raving about QC Kinetics and how regenerative medicine has changed their life. People like Helen, an avid mountain climber who got sidelined when an accident left her knees in constant pain.
I was not able to train or do really anything on my knee.
Helen was told surgery would be her only option. But then she found QC Kinetics and was treated with natural biologics designed to repair and restore tissue in her knees. 3 months later, she was climbing the highest mountain in North America.
I got a very quick resolution to my pain. I began treatment in March, and I summited Denali June the 7th. It was super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
Get your life back with lasting results. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Call QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 303-900-8986. That's 303-900-8986. 303-900-8986.
When he's not talking about it, he's tweeting about it.
Do you Twitter?
Follow the Troubleshooter at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of Denver's talk station on Twitter.
Just give me your Twitter and I'll follow you.
Find us right now at 630 KHOW. It's the Dan Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Is it time to strip social media of its legal protections? We'll do a deep dive into the revelations from Twitter. And will Elon Musk go down as a great American hero for spending $44 billion to expose the evil Twitter was doing?
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome to the show. We are here to help you today, and we want to get all this mess cleaned up before the end of the year. Let's just solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints. This hour brought to you by WaterPros.net, the best water systems at the lowest prices, bar none, under $1,000 for your drinking water. Now, that's WaterPros.net. Drinking water at the fountain all day long. Now, let's talk, okay? Today we have a guest. We're going to talk about overfunding life insurance as one strategy, also annuities, another strategy. I love talking about this stuff because it's real. It's never failed. Joe's been doing this for 30 years, so we'll go to him in a minute. Rocky wants to talk about being in, and now I don't know if he's talking about himself or someone else, but anyway, we're going to talk about this situation with Rocky. I don't know if this is a follow-up. I don't have a previous call from Rocky, so let's just bring Rocky up. And then I want to tell you about a perfect scam I found. You know, Amazon, by the way, I love dealing with Amazon. I bought something that was crap. Do you know how easy it is to return something that's crap? But only if it's fulfilled by Amazon. Is that right, Mark? Is that
for the most part, there's other companies that sell in there that do a great job. But if it is actually sold by Amazon and shipped by Amazon, man, it's easy to return.
But wait till you find a scam for these third-party sellers, and I want to know how long it's going to take for Amazon to take this seller down, because not only did it happen to me, but then when I went and Googled, I found out it's happening to a lot of people, and I'm so pissed off. I was on the phone. Amazon called me right back. They're fine, but they say, sorry, this was not fulfilled by us. So you're really out. There's nothing they'll do for you, nothing at all, except, well, maybe they'll even do something. They said, if the seller ignores you too much, we get too many of these, what we do is do an A to Z, whatever the hell that is, A to Z guarantee. But I got to tell you about this perfect scam after I talked to Rocky. Rocky, what's going on in your life? What's happening, Rocky?
Well, I had talked to you before, probably about 3 months ago. I'm a police officer. I was. Yeah, in Western
Now, what was
Colorado.
this about, Rocky? I'm looking up your name here to see if I have your call. What was this about, sir?
This was about a couple of things. I actually sent a pretty detailed email to you guys. I'm a retired police officer, and I was medically retired because I was injured on the job. And, I've had to deal with workers' comp, which is a total nightmare.
Now, you were a police officer where, Rocky?
In Grand Junction.
Okay, so you were a Grand Junction police officer, and you were injured. How were you injured?
I got injured twice, once in 2016 and one in 2017. And eventually it deteriorated my back pretty bad. I had protruding discs in my back, and I also had some damage to my spine.
So 2016 and 2017, then what happened?
Then I was put on light duty, and eventually I got let go because of my injuries. They wouldn't keep me on at all. They had no job for me in the city of Grand Junction because I couldn't lift over 20 pounds.
Did you have a workers' compensation claim at that time?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you were let go when?
In 2019, basically.
And did you get workers' compensation the whole time?
I did once I was let go. While I was at work, I could still get paid when I was on light duty, and then before I settled, obviously, I got workers' compensation. All
right, so now we are looking at 2023 coming up. So what's going on?
Well, I just called to ask for some help on a couple things. One, I got a medical savings fund account set up for me when I was injured, and to pay my medical bills for the rest of my life that are part of my injury.
Wait. You got something to pay your medical bills. That was workers' comp?
Yes, they put the money in a medical savings account. That was part of the settlement.
Wait, so you have a settlement to have your medical bills for your back paid the rest of your life?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got a small settlement for my injuries, basically. The workers' comp in Colorado is horrible. So they put the money in the medical savings account, and then I'm to get $500 and some odd dollars, $543 or so a month to pay my medical bills. I sent it in to them for reimbursement. They're like workers' comp's stepbrother. They're horrible to deal with. I have to fight them to get my stuff paid. They deny stuff that my doctors approved. And long story short, because I've got onto them so much, they didn't want to deal with me anymore, and they terminated my contract with them. They want me to sign a form to terminate it with them.
Well, hold on. Would terminate with who?
With CareGuard. They're the ones who...
And who is CareGuard, the one that is managing the medical trust?
Yes, sir.
Well, if they want you to terminate, what happens to the money? What happens when you have to get paid in the future?
Well, I have an annuity that's all in my name. I'm the owner of the annuity that's set up through this medical savings account. So
now, is this annuity only for medical bills?
Yes, and it's in.
And how much is this annuity for?
$175,000.
And it earns interest every day.
Yes, but I don't even know who gets the interest or who gets paid for managing the money out of the medical.
Hey, Joe Chiano is mymoneymyway.com. He's a certified financial advisor. Joe, if they had to make make a settlement with him for future medical bills, and they put a lump sum in an annuity doesn't that just fester there and just build up for his medical bills, right?
Right. I mean, typically, and it sounds like, in his case, he could be taking, and that'd be the question to ask, is if he's taking an immediate annuity where he's taking the lump sum right now or taking the payout right now.
No. I'm sure this is what's called a structured settlement, where they put money in an annuity. What's that?
If it's sitting there and if it's growing, then you're right.
So, Rocky, here's what I want to know. That annuity is $175,000. When was it taken out? In 2019?
Yes.
Okay, and have you ever drawn from it?
I have. I've drawn from it from the last year for the minimum amount, or the max amount they'll pay me is $500 and some odd a month reimbursement for my medical bills. Well, I have a $4,000 deductible, and I have more than that.
No, I get it. So they have an annuity, a prepaid annuity. They put a lump sum in to give you up to $500 a month. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Now, that up to $500 a month really isn't medical bills for life. It's just up to $500 a month.
Yeah, but if I die, the money goes to my wife.
Okay, I get it. Now, is it only to be used for medical bills, or can you take $500 a month for anything?
Nope, it's only for medical bills, the way it was set up.
Okay, so if you don't have medical bills for 1 month, the money just festers and grows.
Yes, it does. It sits there in account.
Okay, now, here's what I want to know. If they don't like dealing with you, the ones managing this, all they are is a trust, is an annual. They're just, they're just managing it. If they don't do it anymore, you still own the annuity.
Yes.
So you simply have to get someone else to manage it.
In their contract, that my settlement, it doesn't say I have to get someone else. It just says if they terminate you, then that's it. It doesn't say anything about me having to get somebody else to manage.
Rocky. So are you telling me if they terminate you, they get to keep your money?
No, I'm not telling you that. I'm saying if they terminate me, they just release themselves as managing my money, and they're done. I just keep the money in the annuity, but it doesn't say I have to go get another company to manage it for me. It just says the money stays in the annuity. It says nothing about me having to find somebody else to do it.
Okay, and what about when you need money? What happens?
Then I have to get with the annuity company to say, hey, will you guys reimburse me for my medical bills? They're telling me I need a lawyer to send them something stating that the other company canceled my contract, terminated me, and then they have to, from there, they would start paying me the $500.
Okay. But they'll only pay you if you have medical bills, right? The annuity company, or they don't care?
If I have medical bills, it's the way.
All right, Rocky.
Yes, sir.
The company that terminated you, why did they terminate you?
Well, they were calling my medical providers and asking information about me, but they never sent a release to the medical providers to obtain that information. So it'd be like me calling up on your medical provider.
But Rocky, what difference does it make? You wouldn't have refused information anyway, would you?
No, I wouldn't have, and that wasn't a problem. But they weren't paying some bills that my doctor had approved, and then they were calling up the people that did the work for me and checking on me like I was trying to fraud them. So
okay, well, that's their job. How did they get paid?
I don't know how they got paid. They got $1,000 to manage my stuff initially, but I can't imagine they're going to manage it for the rest of my life for $1,000. So I don't know how they get paid every month.
And what's the name of the company? What's the name of the company? CareGuard.
Yeah.
And they're terminating you. They said they're terminating you. And who has your annuity?
Pacific Life.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I mean, what do you want right now?
They don't, my workers' comp mileage reimbursement that they're supposed to send me, that I'm supposed to get paid on, they're paying me half the money, and then I have to fight them to get any money out of it. Basically,
all right.
They don't like
was this state workers' comp? Was this state workers' comp?
Yes. But
all right, we need to get hold on. We need to get Cliff Enton on. Just hold on, all right? We really need to get Cliff Enton on. This is way over our heads. Rocky, I don't know what you do with that annuity once you don't have a manager, and maybe Cliff can give us an idea of what your rights are. That money is yours. It's in a settlement. It was negotiated. So hold on. Just hold on. We'll try to figure this out. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, realcbdthatworks.com for pain, inflammation, anxiety. It's great for the holidays for stocking stuffers. You get 30% off, and Tom in the promo code realcbdthatworks.com.
The holiday season in Colorado is a time to be grateful for our family, friends, a warm home, and plentiful food. But for too many of our neighbors, the holidays can be rough. Many Coloradans across northern Colorado rely on Catholic charities during the holidays and all year long for shelter, emergency assistance, meals, education, counseling, housing, and health care. That help can only happen with the kindness of people like you. Donate now, please, at ccdenver.org. Catholic Charities, supporting neighbors, transforming lives.
You know, a divorce is a very trying time. That's why I really recommend that you get the services of an attorney that can really take the heat down. Jesse Aschenberg has been doing that for more than 20 years. And what I mean by that is he's a very calming voice for divorce, legal separation, child custody, modifications, and enforcement of prior agreements. He's conveniently located at Southlands Mall. There's plenty of parking. That's Smoky Hill and E470. He's trustworthy and reliable. And you can really, really benefit from someone like Jesse Aschenberg. If you're going through a divorce, FamilyLawPros.com, or give him a call, 720-259-8400.
Most people love the holidays. We travel to see friends and family, or they travel.
Okay. I wonder if after 55 they make you take a new test. It's weird.
Thomas.
Tom?
Yeah.
What's shaking?
Not much, man. I am
I able to talk to him? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't quite understand. I need to give Cliff the what that issue is about. I don't quite understand. So can you give me a good sentence to tell him?
Here's what happened. There was an annuity. There was a structured settlement, it's called, for his medical bills. There was an annuity placed with a company for him to pay medical bills. The company that managed it for him, that reviewed the claims processor, quit. They don't want to deal with him anymore. They told him to go pound salt.
Why would they do that?
Because he's a pain in the ass. So they won't do it anymore. So he still has an annuity, but he doesn't know what to do now.
All right. Let me call Cliff. I'll see if he's available.
And it's all in the settlement.
Okay.
Is your voice better now?
You signed something once.
It's way better, but my throat's a little sore still.
Also, Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be on your ass about this, but freaking Cliff, if he holds, he will hang up. So I'm just going to get him on.
I'll get right to him, the son of a bitch.
I know. Okay. I'm going to try
I'm on the air. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
That's all right. We are all.
I love everyone. I love everyone.
We want you to quickly get to the cliff. What you do then's up to you.
You think we're going to get snow, or is that bullshit?
We're supposed to.
We're supposed to get a lot, I thought. I don't know.
Get your tractor out.
You know, the whole time in Texas we were there, it was basically looked like rain, but it never rained. Actually, fuck that, it poured at one point.
Hey, is this big storm gonna do anything?
It's like the voice
What's
of
he
Lucifer
doing? Tell me what he's doing. Hold on. What is he doing?
It's so. Well, it's the gravelly and he needs.
You just got to pot him down a little. He comes in so hot. Doc, you're hot, baby.
I just want to know if this is going to
there you go.
affect the drought
Wow,
that they've been having in California.
He sounds way better.
Yeah, I do sound better.
A little better.
It's good to have you back.
Is it going
to
affect
Doc,
the drought?
You don't have to pull that toward
Listen,
you.
the whole state is already over 100%.
Here's what I want to do.
Oh.
Of their,
Are they really?
Yeah.
How many times did you kiss Tom on the mouth with that voice of yours?
Oh, my
Only
God.
once,
Mark.
but he wouldn't give me any tongue.
God, I wish it had been like in the Godfather.
I'd love a picture of that one.
You guys.
I know it was you, Fredo.
Fredo.
Well, the good news about trading Brittany Griner is we're all now aware of a WNBA trade. Would have never known.
Varney had a guest on this morning say the reason they chose her over the other guy, is the other guy a Marine or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Was because she was a woman, she was gay, she was black, and she was a WNBA player or a sports figure.
Oh, it's a much better headline. There's no question.
No doubt. But the other part is, isn't
Hi, it's the Martino
the
show.
other guy wasn't convicted of smoking dope? Wasn't he convicted of espionage or something? It's a whole different level of crime.
Yeah.
You can't fucking leave that part out. But we gave them the Mac Daddy, I guess. It'd be like
Doc's,
turning Hitler over.
And like Doc's past job, she checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Literally seconds away.
Got it? Okay. We're coming right on. Hang on. Cliffinton.
At khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. You got to leave that up, man, or I don't know. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Cliff Fenton, attorney at law. I've never heard of a structured settlement for medical bills where they put an annuity away for the guy, $175,000, and he can draw up to $500 a month, but it must be for medical bills. And since you do a lot of workers' comp along with personal injury, hi, Cliff, by the way, haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, man, and I hope business is going well, and I'll give people your contact information. You've been with us a long time. Now, on workers' compensation, have you ever done those structured settlements?
Yeah, that's not uncommon.
So
now is this one just for medicals, or is it for an income stream as well?
Just medical. He got another settlement separate from this, but on the medical bills, he can get up to $500 a month. But, Rocky, don't you have to submit receipts or a claim?
Yes.
Now, he was doing it through a company called CareGuard. And I suspect they're kind of like a trustee, whatever I don't know, claims processor. And he didn't like the way they were operating. He complained about them. They got pissed off at him and said, go elsewhere. We're not doing it anymore. So now he says, what the hell do I do now? I have an annuity sitting there, and the annuity company says, hey, we're not dealing with you. What does he do?
Okay. Well, that's pretty complex. It depends whether CareGuard already received the money. Sometimes when you have a medical fund like this that's being professionally administered, the insurance company, the work comp insurance company will say, hey, here's $100,000 that buys this many in benefits, this much per month, it carries over. Or in other words, I guess the first question would be, where is this $175,000 sitting? And is it still with the insurance company?
Yes.
And then is this CareGuard just what we call a professional administrator?
Yes. He said his annuity is separate. Where's the annuity, Rocky?
Pacific Life. It's in a separate account.
In Pacific Life. And they said to you.
This is for the medical.
And did they say you could submit for medical bills directly to them?
Yes. They said until I get a letter from an attorney, they can't send me that money until they get a letter from an attorney stating that the other policy was canceled.
You mean the other company?
Yeah.
Okay, but so CareGuard is if you give them a letter saying CareGuard is no longer administering this, will the annuity company work directly with you?
That I'm not sure of. Can they? That's my question. Can they work directly with me, or do I got to go to the other one?
But, Cliff, how would they verify medical bills?
You have to send them in. The way it happens a lot of times is that so much is funded per month, but then it carries over if you don't spend it in a month. But there are other companies that do professionally administer claims like this.
Who should he go to? Who should he go to say, what do I do? Who should he go to and ask for maybe another, I don't know, to ask for another help or something, or another company?
Well, did you have an attorney that worked on this before with you?
Yes, and he's saying that he's got to go back to the original workers' comp attorney and see what is done. Well, I'm settled with them. They're done. This is my annuity. It's in my name. Why do they need to get involved?
You should go back to your old attorney. He obviously probably made a fee on it and say, hey, I'm having these issues.
Did you talk to your original attorney, Rocky?
He might have pissed him off, too.
No, I haven't pissed him off, no.
Rocky, did you talk to your attorney?
Yes, I have.
And what did he tell you to do?
He said that he may have to go back to the original workers' comp insurance company.
Well, then if he's willing to help you out, I would just stay with him.
That's what he has to do. Go back. That's what I thought. You go back to the original, the judge, the hearing judge, or do you go to the company, the insurance company, workers' comp, and say, I need a new administrator?
What would happen is the attorney would say to whoever funded the annuity or whoever it's with, hey, we need to find another professional administrator. And there are a number of different ones that do this. But obviously, you need to make sure the money is still there and then just find somebody else to administer.
Yeah, I understand. But in my settlement, it doesn't say I have to do that if I'm terminated by CareGuard. It does not say I have to go find another medical savings
What
company.
does it say?
It says that in my settlement with the city of Grand Junction, my workers' comp settlement.
Yeah, but here's the deal. What Cliff is asking is, if it doesn't address it at all. Of course, it probably doesn't address it because they're probably very seldom do these administrators quit. You were a royal pain in their ass, and they quit. So now the question is, if you don't get an administrator, I personally cannot picture an annuity company processing medical claims. Jordan, Keanu, you deal with annuities all the time. Can you imagine an annuity company which holds this annuity, Pacific Life, having someone go over his claims each month to send him money?
Yeah, you're pretty much spot on with that. Yeah, and that's why they have the administrating companies that handle all that, legwork, and that's why they get paid that fee.
And there are a number of ones that do this, and they're probably the reason and I'm guessing here that they probably wanted to set up an annuity or it's probably a Medicare set-aside. Are you on Medicare? Are you on Social Security disability?
On neither Medicare nor Social Security.
Okay. Cliff, I really appreciate weighing in on this, and I think his advice was best. By the way, Cliff Enton, attorney at law for personal injury and for workers' compensation, 303-333-2222, 333-2222. Rocky, you need to get with your original attorney. He needs to go back to the insurance company and have another administrator appointed. That is, whether you like to hear that or not, and I know what you're going to say before you say it, but my agreement doesn't say that I have to have another company. But the point is, if you don't, that annuity company is not going to process your claims for you. They don't take that on. 303-713-TALK. Now, Rick, what's going on with Xfinity? I got to take a quick break, but I want to get you started. What's the main problem here?
Well, they promised me a refund for the 30-day guarantee for $60.80, and they've been putting me off and off.
Now, what's this? Okay, I got to find out about this because, Xfinity and so many companies make these guarantees, yet they very seldom follow up. Then I want to tell you about the biggest ripoff I've discovered in package delivery. It's such a scam, and there is no way around it until Amazon figures it out and pulls the plug on some of these sellers. More coming up.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Back to easy driving throughout the Denver Metro for that 10 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound showing posted speeds into and out of downtown. West of downtown, I-70 eastbound looking at some slower traffic through road construction between I-76 and I-25. I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the DIA area. On the south end of town, I-225 north and southbound. No complaints for our friends in Aurora and DTC. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly cloudy skies today. High of 54 this afternoon. Clouds rolling in with snow tomorrow. Overnight low of 21 degrees. Tomorrow high of only 33. The current temperature in Denver is 50 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
So many athletes in the NBA purport to care about human rights abuses, but they stand silent against China. We'll talk to one man who has taken on China and what it's cost him. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know, it's really a good time to get your carpets cleaned before the holidays or coming in the winter. You know what I love about Zero Res? Unlike any other carpet cleaning company, no matter when they come, even in the middle of winter, what they do is clean your carpets without any residue so it doesn't get dirty again quickly. You know, residue is attracted by chemicals and soap and emulsifiers because they never get completely out of your carpet. Once you have your carpets done by Zero Res, you'll get rid of all that crap and it'll never build up again because they use empowered water, which is a super soft alkaline-based water, which is patented to get down clean for the pathogens and germs and dust and debris, and also a patented, not a patented, but a proprietary scrubbing technique. You will love the Zero Res Clean, which is really more clean, and your carpets stay clean longer and dry faster. They also do tile and grout, granite, mattress cleaning, upholstery, area rugs. Get them to your home now. 3 room areas, 119. You can do more, of course. 303-471-5150, ZeroResDenver.com.
The money's good and the bids are high. Speedy, fast.
Now you can turn it up. Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Watch your language, bro.
We're not on the air, are we?
We're always on the air, Jack.
Well, I mean, we're not. Okay, never mind.
God, man.
Come on.
There can only be one cusser in this organization.
Yeah, you're right. I'll let it be you. I am so tired of hearing about my credit score changing every day.
Well, it does.
How much is outstanding?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Quit looking at it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No, I get these.
I told you, get that liquid loan, man. You'll shoot up so quick you won't know what happened. You talk about open credit, it'll give you open credit of whatever that line is.
So I'm getting a liquid loan. Will my
I can tell
will my score go from 825 to 850?
Monday, and I'm
Well, it ain't going to hit 850, Jack. I don't even know how you hit 850. I've had 830 before.
Mine's at 825 now.
You hide
so I'm really not.
You hide it.
Mine's like 800 now because I got another card.
825.
No, so am I. I'm about 8.
So, I mean, there'll be no difference between 825 and 8.
No, yours will go up a little, Doc. I guarantee it'll go up a little.
Yeah, but what difference does it make?
Well, it doesn't make any difference once you're above 8. Or actually, once you're above 790 or whatever it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's at 825 now, who cares?
Mine's 960.
Mine's 4,000.
Okay.
Mine's 69.
We went to a new, the only Capital One club in the country that's open right now is in Dallas, and we were there. It is the fucking nicest airport club I've been in. It's the titties, as they say. Not that I condone that, but
Is it anybody that has a Capital One card?
No, you got to have Venture X. If you have Venture or Spark, and Suzanne and I both happen to have those, you get 2 free visits a year per card. So we each get 4 free visits per year. But if you have the Venture X, which just came out, then you can get in.
How does the Venture X change? How is that different?
They're
from
trying
the
to
Spark?
copy Amex Platinum. You can go on there and do. You can book travel directly. They're trying to copy Platinum. If you travel a lot and go to a lot of hotels, you either want Platinum or that Venture X, because, I mean, the points really do add up so fast. It's crazy. We already have enough for, like, a trip to Hawaii or Mexico at least. But you got to book through their stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you book through, like, another website, you don't get 10x points or any of that shit. Comprende? Alamosa?
Yeah. I forgot my email address for my other company. Shit.
You mean what it is?
No, it's tom@wave8capital.com. Okay.
303-900-8986.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show, okay? We are here solving problems every day, so really tell people about it. Garage Magic, by the way, they'll solve your ugly garage problem with a beautiful garage for you. You got to pick the day, but they work all year round, guaranteed for life, garagemagic.com. So let's talk now to Rick about his Xfinity thing, and I'm going to tell you something. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual for these refund offers not to be real. We have heard so many come-ons over the years. You know, you get this for 3 months, then, or you get this for 6 months, and they change it. Do you remember, Mark, we had a recording? Do you remember that years ago of Xfinity? No, excuse me.
You're thinking of Excel.
Wait, who was it? Literally lying on the phone call. We had him on a recording.
Oh, no, that was
straight out lying.
Comcast.
Was it CenturyLink? I think it was. Was it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was.
On the phone lying about their introductory offer. Just out and out lying about it. Now, Rick, what was your offer and how did they not come through? Let's take the offer. What was the offer?
Okay. On October 24th, I was told I paid $50.
Are you there, Rick?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, he's talking, bro.
Did he go away? Did he go?
No,
bye-bye?
bring your mic up or your.
Maybe. Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Hello.
That's my fault.
I
didn't have
assume
him
it's
turned
Shannon
up on my end. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. On October 24th,
yeah,
I went in there and got my Xfinity. And he said $50, and it took seconds literally to take it out of my card, my bank account.
Yeah, but what did they say you get? What was the offer?
It was a 30-day guaranteed. I get just a cable, and that's all I wanted. You know, I said, well, you're 64, and I said, well, I don't want the internet right
Wait,
now.
so Xfinity, okay, but what did they offer? How much money was it per month?
Okay, it's $60.80.
For how long?
For a year.
Okay, you're sure? Because sometimes they do $60.80 for 6 months or 3 months or 1 month. Okay, so it was supposed to be $60.80, $60.80 for 1 year. What happened?
Well, then I kept on rebooting my box every other night, you know, and the box outside the apartment complex in which I live in now, somebody would break into it and I wouldn't have any cable at all. So on November 17th, I took my equipment back, and they said, okay, no problem. You know, you're going to
it never really worked properly is what you're saying.
Well, no, he's saying it worked properly, but someone would break into the box outside and damage it.
Why would they do that?
I have no idea.
Wait a minute. What do you mean break? What do you mean break?
You know, like the old cable boxes in someone's backyard, but in an apartment complex, they'd break in there and just pull wires and stuff, I assume.
Right. So I kept on complaining about that. And
But
so
what can they do about it?
Well, they didn't do anything about it. And they just came out last week to fix it.
Okay.
Believe it or not. But anyway, on November 17th, I take back my equipment, I cancel the order. He says, okay, fine, no problem. You'll get your money back in 7 to 10 days. 2 days later, they take out another $10.80, which makes it $60.80. They're like, okay, fine. Why did you take the money? I've already canceled. Oh, we're sorry about that, but you'll get that back. And I've been calling every other day to them and talking with supervisors.
Is that the bottom line? So they did accept you. They did accept you returning everything and getting out of the contract, but they took one more payment. Does it all boil down to that?
Yes, and I have a ticket number, and they keep on promising me. On the 5th, I was supposed to get it back on the 4th, call back. On the 5th, they told me, oh, it'll be back this Monday.
Okay, that's all.
Last Friday.
We can, listen. We can send this to our angel over there. We have someone. We have a contact. Suze, don't they take care of stuff like this?
They do. I got to get an email from Rick first, though.
Yeah. So it's basically $60. Does it boil down to, Rick?
$60.80. Yes.
Well, don't forget that 80 cents, Suze. God dang it. You got to give him that 80 cents, too. Hey, Rick, I'm just kidding around. We'll help you out, okay, man? We'll do it. Suze is going to send it to an angel. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. John, tell me about Social Security.
Hi, Tom.
Yes.
It's been several months, but I recall you talking about some Social Security in it. This comes down to common law marriage and Social Security. So
yeah. Here, what do you need to know? What do you need to know about survivors' benefits?
Yes. We have a lady friend that's in her mid-60s, going to be collecting just the very minimum. She's had some relationships, all of them about 6 years, 2 kids, and she made all the payments. So
hold on a second. Hold on. So wait. So in the past, she has been with men, but they've not been more than 10 years, right?
That's right.
Okay, she won't be eligible, whether married or common law married, no matter what you call. First of all, it's either common law married is the same as married, but it must be 10 years or more to get survivor's benefits.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. I thought maybe the state of Colorado followed something different where you have common laws.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because those benefits aren't state benefits.
They're federal benefits. Right. So here's how it works. If you are married to someone 10 years or longer, you get half of their Social Security, or you get survivor's benefits. They don't even have to be dead. You still get. Right. You get, so what they do is they supplement your payment up to half of the person you were married to. Okay? So now, then when they die, you might get a little more. What I don't know, and I never really got familiar with, and I don't think you care about this, but if someone was married to a man 10 years, or a woman 10 years, and then another spouse 10 years, which one do they collect? I don't know.
Probably the higher of the two.
Probably. But anyway, so if she was only with men up to 6 years, what, did she kill them off, or she just got tired of them?
I think it was just bad relationships, just choices in life.
Okay, well.
But it sounds like if it's less than 10, you're just SOL.
You're totally SOL. And I'm telling you.
You know something interesting. If she was with, how do you put this? If a guy or a woman, I guess, was with a spouse for 10 years and another one for 10 years and another one for 10 years, then another one for 10 years, they could all get those same exact benefits.
That's right. That's right. And it doesn't lessen his benefits at all. So you could literally have a guy with 4 ex-wives, and all of them get half of his Social Security, and it doesn't reduce his benefit at all. I mean, it's a weird system. We got more coming up. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And, Renew Home Innovations will do a beautiful shower for you. They'll take out that old ugly, I call it a shub, the shower tub combination. I don't know why I can't say that. They're ugly. They put in a beautiful new rectangle shower wall systems that look like stone, no maintenance, American standard. That's Renew Home Innovations. Dig this. 72 months, no interest to pay, and half off labor. Renew Home Innovations, 303-904-2000.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
For the most part, an easy drive throughout the Denver Metro as we get closer and closer to that 11 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound, no complaints into and out of downtown. Up on the northeast end near Commerce City, I-270 westbound looking at heavy slowdowns between I-70 and Vasquez. No word of an accident, but of course we will keep you updated. Further east, I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the airport. Pena Boulevard southbound leaving the airport. We are looking at some slowdowns between 56th and I-70. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly cloudy skies, high of 54 today. Snowstorms rolling in tomorrow with an overnight low of 21 degrees. Tomorrow, high of 33. The current temperature in Denver is 50 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Whether it's freshly cut, bought at a nursery, or just unboxed from Home Depot, putting up a Christmas tree is just commonplace this time of year. But why do we haul an evergreen into our living room? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now more than ever, we really need dependable people to do our car repairs and maintenance. You need people who know how to source parts. You need people who won't do anything dishonest. And you need Sheridan Auto Tech. I love Uncle Kevin and his team. They are such good people out in Lakewood, on Colfax, just west of Wadsworth. Maintenance, repairs, and electrical issues. Longevity, honesty, experience, knowledge, convenience, and value. Everything you need. SheridanAutotech.com. 303-455-7242, 455-7242.
There is a huge end-of-year sale happening.
Troubleshooter show, please hold.
Oh, man. Good. Oh.
Is your Jim Beam helping you?
Troubleshooter show, what is your first name? Hello, are you there? Oh, if you're there, I can't understand you, so hang up and please call me right back. Sorry, Shannon, I started a call.
What does that mean?
Exactly that. I started making a call.
Oh.
When the phone started ringing.
Did you just call and she couldn't hear you? Oh, at least I got you now. But unfortunately, you got to talk to her again. No. She's on another line, but she'll be right with you. Don't run off.
Amazon must have tremendous waste. Now, think about these people. I've seen people returning shit.
Hey, Mason, this is Suzanne with the Tom Martino Show. We got your voicemail regarding your homeowner's insurance flood claim. I would love to try to help you out or get you some advice. The first thing we'd do is have you on the show via telephone.
They sell it, guys.
We might get our insurance.
Oh, wait, they sell all the scrap shit they take back?
They sell it in big bulk, fucking come by it shit.
No shit.
Then they write it off, whatever the difference is.
Well, I've seen one warehouse. I mean, I've seen the fulfillment center videos.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pretty cool, man. They got their robots down pat.
It's the most amazing company I've ever seen. But it took them 25 years to build that.
Walmart's starting to catch up with them pretty good, though.
Well, sure, because they're just moving off of existing technology now. I got to look at my radar. Does it show where the snow is now? By the way, I am feeling better, Suze, than last week.
Good, good. Tom, can you format that description line next to Richard's name? I can only type in a tiny square. I don't know how to fix that.
Okay, got it. I'll take care of it.
Okay,
yeah, something
thank
happened there. That's from copy and pasting. Yeah, hold on, I got it. Got it.
Thank you. Now I already forget what he freaking called about after all that. My bad, Richard. Remind me what you're calling about. Yes, that's right. Hang on.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the only show anywhere in the universe where we solve problems, answer questions, take your place, make your life a little easier. Yes, GarageMagic.com. Don't forget Garage Magic for your garage floors. And pick the day they can come out and do it. Now, here's what I want to tell you, okay? We have Jordan Cano with us. We will get back to him on annuities. Richard, though, I don't know what he's calling about just yet. Oh, yeah, expired temp tags. Okay, so this could have something to do with the old crapola that we hear about a lot, and that is, okay, we can't, we can't get our temp tags because we can't get our title because our tags because of the title or some other crap. Richard, what's going on with you? What is it?
So is this just my gripe for the day? We see them all the time anymore, but yesterday we were sitting at a stoplight and a car came up and it had July of 22 tags, and then another one pulled up right next to it that had December of 21 tags.
Do you know why? They bought a car and they can't get the title work.
Or they don't have the money to go get it.
Now that's one.
Okay,
that's
so
for sure.
Doesn't it do this? Can you not get insurance on a car without a current registration?
No, you can hold on. You can get insurance on a car with a temp tag.
Right, but it has to be current, doesn't it?
I don't even think they ask for. I mean, they have no. It doesn't matter if it's current or not. It just doesn't matter.
In fact, just the other day, Mark, I was looking because I saw some express toll charges, and I'm looking on my E470 account. Then I was looking at their registrations. I have copies, not their registrations. I have copies of my kids' insurance cards to see what their license plate was to match it.
It's not on there.
That's right. It's not. So
one other question. Are you there?
Yeah, all they care about is a VIN number when it comes to insurance.
Okay, so now let's say they do have the money or they get fined or they get pulled over. Yeah, I remember it used to be the cops would look for temp tags and those little stickers that you had in the window. Remember we used to have those all the time?
Yes.
For emissions, I don't think we do. I have new cars, so I don't have those anymore. But so when they do go get their plates, isn't there a fine or a penalty for all the months that they're past due?
No, they're charged for that when they finally do it. So if you wait a year, you basically end up paying for 2 years.
Right.
Wait, okay, so Mark, that's with a regular registration, but is that so for a temp tag?
Yeah, so it goes back to the date of purchase. So whatever the dealer, sent over to DMV is what it's going to be based off of.
That's right. That's right. Because the dealer sends the information to DMV, and then you go in and they match them up.
And if it's an individual you buy it from, you got to have the bill of sale, which will have a date. Whether it's phony baloney or not, who cares? But that's the rule.
It's no skin off of my nose, but it's just an ethical thing.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
A person that's following the law and paying his bills and doing all that, and then you have all these other that are running around and not,
I'll tell you what drives me nuts about DMV in general. You realize they go off of MSRP. That's crazy. So if you buy a brand new vehicle for 10 or 20 grand less than MSRP, some of those fees are based on an inflated number.
Well, not anymore, because MSRP sometimes is less than you paid. I mean, I think. So, anyway, we have more coming up. 303-713-TALK. Another flaw is you go and buy a car, get insurance, just get tags, and it expires, and they don't take the tags back.
They're big, and they're coming for you.
Yo.
I can't believe the scam that I discovered on
What?
fucking Amazon. So pissed.
What is it?
You sound more envious than pissed.
Yeah. It's like, I wish I discovered this. God
We'd
damn
all
it.
be millionaires.
We were at this funeral over the weekend, and they're pretty religious, like wackos. I'll just put it how it is. Some of them. And Suzanne took her sweater off, which showed skin on her arms.
Because I had a tank top one under it.
And her aunt looked at her like she just broke one of the commandments. Well, actually, in that church, you probably did, didn't you?
Yeah, and then my cousin said, wow, you're going to end up going to hell for that. He was making fun of the whole thing anyway.
Yeah, so I said, you think that's bad, so I pulled out my dick right there.
You should.
Yeah, but nobody could see it, so it doesn't matter.
Doc.
That would be funny. Hey, cover that up. Hey, you think that?
God forbid you show a little skin.
Yeah, God forbid you pull out your junk.
Oh, my God.
Lines. Levels, baby. Levels. It is kind of weird being back in that environment, though, isn't it? Especially over at that.
I couldn't drink enough.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like I maybe get me a flask for Christmas for future events.
You see all the girls, whether they're older or younger, they're wearing skirts down to their toes.
That cover their ankles.
Dude, the skirts cover their ankles.
What are they, Mormons or?
No, it's called Pentecostal. I call it whack.
It's old school, baby. Old school.
They look like Mormons. They
Yeah.
look somewhere between Amish and Mormon.
Yeah.
With their
Come
hair
on
and
now,
their
you're
clothes.
pissing me off now. Come on.
Yep. It's old school Christian, man.
No. Okay.
It's fire and brimstone, baby. I was going to buy a big tent, start a revival out in Franktown.
Start.
I'm in. Call me when you get it set up.
I'm going to get it. I'll tell you what, we'll put on a show. How much do you charge for a revival these days?
A Mark Major revival.
You know what? Take a group of Jews and take a group of Muslims and take a group of Christians and take a group of Republicans and take a group of Democrats and take a group of anything, and you got the extremes. and then you have the normal. You know what I mean? You have
of course.
crazies in every organization, and unfortunately, people just use the extremes to describe them.
Well, of course.
Fake healing. I can make believe. Just put your hand on somebody's forehead and say you're cured.
Yeah, but there is something, you know, if you've got, let's say you got 500,000 people, I'll use a ridiculous number, all thinking the good thoughts or the whatever at the same time, who's to say there isn't some form of energy or something that could help?
Well, yeah. You know, I'll tell you what, though.
No, I'm being serious.
I wish if somebody would go to one of these what was it, Benny Hinn or somebody that would heal people in the audience? But I wonder if, no, Olstein doesn't do it. If you would go back to them 6 months, a year later, did their back get healed? Did their leg get really healed? You know what I'm saying?
It's all a scam.
Oh, prayer healing.
Well, I can heal people.
Kaiser. Well, how the hell are you going to get it?
Doc would heal people. Think about it.
I remember one guy.
Doc, after he scared the hell out of you.
Remember the one guy that was trying to resurrect his mother?
Good grief.
What's wrong with that?
I have decided Mark does need to find the Lord.
Have you not seen Pet Cemetery?
Hey, did you watch Yellowstone last night?
Yeah,
I don't want to know. I haven't watched any of them.
Boring episode, but yes.
I don't want to know about it. Here, because I'm going to binge the whole thing. You know what I'm binging now? I finally waited for it to be over.
Troubleshooter show. What is your first name?
The Walking Dead season 11.
God, I dropped off after the 8th season or 6th season.
11 seasons, and I loved every one of them.
I bet it's older than that. I bet there's more than 11 seasons.
No, that's it. This is the final season.
Okay, let's talk to Tom about
11.
See how we can help, okay?
Oh, you're living with the Walking Dead over there.
That's true. Except
you guys are the Walking Dead.
Hey, what do you mean, you guys, you bastard? You want to arm wrestle?
They're going to be filming over at the Martino house.
God, Tom, I'm probably half your age.
Season 12.
Fuck you.
Season 12 is just Doc and Tom walking around the golf course.
My son says I'm at the epic age.
The what?
Epic.
What the hell? Oh, epic?
Yeah, for him, epic. It's 69. He just loves it.
No.
He says, Dad, that's epic, man.
Yeah. You were only 69 once, even though you've done it twice.
Epic age. Oh, my God. Oh.
Man, do you guys remember this is just for the guys out there. Do you remember that year you discovered jerking off? I mean, what, 13, 14? I mean, did you actually go anywhere that summer?
Hold on. We're on broadband right now, so I'm not going to lie to this audience and tell them that I've ever done that.
Yeah.
I don't just to titillate the audience.
Grief.
I'll never.
You know, I couldn't stop that summer. It's like a new discovery.
It's a wonderful thing to be talking about right now.
Hi, Martha. This is the Tom Martino
I'm a realist,
show.
brother.
A voicemail from you. I'm not sure if you need.
We should be coming up soon.
At khow.com/newsletter. Breaking news, weather, sports, and more from our community. That's khow.com/newsletter.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm and Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. We are solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier. Water Pros will make your life easier with a water system. Whole house under $2,000 fully installed for softening. And if you order by the 24th, you get a free whole house filter for drinking. That's a complete system. Under $2,000. Unbelievable. WaterPros.net. Welcome to the show. Now, Jordan is with us. Jordan Chiano. Jordan, you know, I want to tell you that I heard about this guy that had some income. This is a true story. And he said, well, you know, I'm kind of retired. And I said, what's your secret? And he said to me, and this is a true story. I can't believe it. He said, when I was a kid, my dad bought me a life insurance policy.
Okay.
A big one. And it was, and he started putting money away. And he told me to do it. And by the time I was 55 or 60, it was 50, because I'm older than him. So by the time I was 50, I started borrowing money, and I didn't pay it back. I just borrowed. He said he borrowed it like to go to college. He borrowed it to get a car, and then he was paying it back to himself with interest. And he didn't call it Become the Banker. So I imagine this has been around a long time. Of course, you guys give it a trade name. I love it, and you teach people how to do it. So this guy was now over 50, and I swear to you, Jordan, he doesn't work. He just draws from that policy every month. And I said, even though I've heard from you guys for years, I said, so then what happens? And he says, well, when I die, those loans will be paid back by the death benefit, and my estate will gets whatever's left. And I said, so you're living proof. I said, you're living off of this damn thing. Become the banker. And he said, become the what? And I said, I said, oh, that's what I call it. And he says, no, my dad had another name for it. I forget what he called it. There was another name his dad had. But this was his dad that did it 50 years ago. No, the guy's now 60. So it was 60 years ago.
It's amazing, right? Once you hear about, how long that's been around, and you're absolutely right. I mean, people don't realize life insurance companies they've been born almost 200 years old at this point. And so they've been around, and they're time-tested, and they're proven not only for that concept, but just to survive all the depressions we've had.
Jordan, why – let me ask you this. Why does the government allow you to this is what I never understood. Why does the government allow you to overfund life insurance, and the overage, the above and beyond the cost of insurance, grows just like a qualified plan, tax-free? Why?
Yeah. The reason why, it also deals with the age of life insurance. Life insurance companies were born before the IRS, number one. And so they're a little bit smart when they came to the rules, because when the IRS came together with life insurance companies, they wrote in the law that the premium that goes in is going to be the cost of the insurance. Now, when the money gets returned back, or when there's a death benefit, anything in excess is what they call above and beyond, or return of premium. And that's just their way of making sure that whatever money that you guys get back gets tax-free to clients, because it's, in other words, overcharged.
But why?
Premium.
I don't understand why over all these years, with the government being so greedy, why they never nixed that benefit.
Yeah, well, okay, now that part, I don't know if I have a 100% spot-on answer for it, but I could say that a lot of people, government higher-ups, anybody in the White House, uses benefits like this. I mean, you look at major corporations or major businesses, they hide money in life insurance. And so it's not – I wouldn't say that they'd be shooting themselves in the foot per se, but there's been changes in the laws over the years. It's just not taken away, though, because it's, again – meant for your family if you pass away, and I think they use that as the knight in shining armor, say that this is tax-free, and this is at the end is going to help your family, so don't take that benefit away.
And this has become the banker. And then you have the other one, which is an annuity, which is nothing more than just putting money away and letting it fester and create income. Hold on. I want to go to Nancy about her Xfinity problem. Nancy, what's going on with you?
Okay. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Nancy.
My situation is I'm having great difficulty with Xfinity Mobile.
Why?
On what happened is it was around 9/26, September 26th. I ordered a phone from Xfinity. I was told that it would take 2 to 3 days for me to get it. After 5 days, I had not received it. So I called and I canceled with the phone with Xfinity. And it was probably about 2 days later, FedEx showed up at my door with the package, and I do order other things. I didn't know what it was. I signed for it. It turned out that it was the phone. So I immediately called Xfinity back, and I told them I canceled the order, but the phone showed up. I want this returned. So what happened is...
Meanwhile, what were you doing for a phone?
Well, I had my old phone. I did have an existing
Got it. Okay,
phone.
so when you called to return it, what happened? They told you to return it? Did they give you a return authorization number, an RA number?
So the weird thing is they told me that I would have to take it into FedEx. I said, fine. I taped it back up. I had it sitting by the front door. I get a knock on the door. Within probably 45 minutes of telling them that I'm going to return this, I don't want it. And I get a knock at the door, and it's FedEx. And he said, I'm here to pick up the phone that you're returning. So I handed him the box. He put a sticker on it and got in his FedEx truck and left. And
that doesn't make sense to me. Hold on. No, hold on. Are you saying he magically showed up? Xfinity didn't send him?
He said that, yes, he did say Xfinity sent him to pick up the phone. And I thought, oh, great. Now I don't have to go into FedEx.
Yeah, but they came to pick up your old phone, right? You were trading that in?
They came to pick up the phone I had ordered, didn't receive in
I know that's the one you gave them. You gave them the brand new phone. But what were they really there to pick up that new phone?
That's what he told me.
I think you nailed it, Tom. They were there to pick up the trade-in.
Yeah. Anyway, then what happened?
So in the meantime, I started having problems with my existing older phone. So during the Black Friday, I ordered a phone through Xfinity. I did receive it. I didn't know how to set it up, so I went into an Xfinity store, as they call them here, and I had them transfer some of my information to my new phone. When I got home, I wasn't able to make calls out, so I went back in to another Xfinity store, and the guy started doing some things with my phone that I thought he was helping me, and it turned out when I got home, all of my contacts were gone off of my new phone.
Can I ask you what this had to do with the other?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just curious, really, Nancy, because this show is a study in human nature.
Right.
So is this all about the newest phone you have and stuff missing from it?
It's about Xfinity being a dysfunctional circus.
But what does it have to do? That original story about ordering a new phone, canceling the order, phone arrived, signed, then they came and got it. That doesn't have anything to do with this problem right now. This problem right now is about your newest phone. You took it to an Xfinity store, and they screwed it up.
Well, they screwed it up, Tom, but also the thing is, I was charged for 2 lines. and I've only got the one. My old phone line number that was transferred to this new phone. So I was being charged for.
So are you being charged for that phone you returned?
Yes. Well, okay, let me put it this way. I am being charged for what they're calling a service charge and and I guess it's taxes that they put on when you order a phone. And I have not received a credit for that.
Okay, so hold on. Are you being charged for two phones now, two new phones?
They say that until that other phone that I gave to the FedEx guy, until that hits their warehouse, I will be continuing to be charged for it. And it has its own separate phone number, which I don't have.
Hold on.
I have one phone.
But that was September. When did you give it to the FedEx man?
It was on, I ordered on 9/20.
No, I know you said that. When did FedEx come to pick up the phone? That's all I need to know.
October 5th.
Okay. So since they have not received it yet?
That's what they say.
So you're being charged for two phones.
Do you have a tracking number on that phone?
Do you have a tracking number on that phone?
I do not. I do not.
So you gave it to a FedEx guy, and it never showed up.
To them, they're saying it never showed up, and 3 times I've been told that a credit of $158 is being made to my account. Now, let me add this. I went into Verizon because that's who I want to be my carrier. And he was on the phone for quite some time with Xfinity. They said that they would unlock it within 24 hours. And so this was last week.
Are you under contract with Xfinity?
I'm under contract as far as the cable part of it.
So hold on. But why did you buy a phone from them if you wanted to be Verizon?
It doesn't sound like you ever paid for the phone, though. Did you pay for it?
This phone that I've got now, the second phone that I ordered during Black Friday, I paid for it. It's totally paid for.
Through who? Who did you pay for it through?
Through Xfinity Mobile. I paid for it when
did you pay for the first phone?
No, they were just charging me that service charge and whatever it was for $110. It was the way he said it is it's a deposit, it's taxes, it's this and that. And
you're not being charged monthly though for that first phone that you returned, right?
I am, in the sense that I have never been given the credit that I was told I would be
Here's what I'm asking you. I'm going to ask it again, Nancy. Are you being charged monthly new charges for that original phone every month?
As far as I know, Tom, no.
Okay. You're only charged up front the activation fee, that's what you call the service charge, and you're being charged the taxes, right?
Correct.
Now, originally on that phone, how were you going to pay for it?
It was going to be monthly.
Okay, but you're not being charged that. So as Mark said, you did not pay for the phone. You paid the activation fee, and you paid the taxes, and you want to be refunded for those. Is that right?
Yes, because I've been told 3 times that they were.
I get it, and you also want the phone unlocked. Is that right?
And I want the phone unlocked, and like.
All right, hold on. That's all. That's you know. I listen. No story. I don't need the story. I got you. That's why I'm asking. Frank Duran, the real estate man, call him for evaluation, an analysis of your home and what it will sell for on the market, given this inventory and this inflation and these interest rates. Frank Duran, the real estate man, no obligation to get a full, complete report on your house. 303-920-1622.
Hey, did you get that proposal done?
It can wait till tomorrow.
Some things can wait.
Should we book those flights to see your folks? We can do it later.
But untreated COVID isn't one of them. If you're 50 or older or have a chronic condition, COVID can be deadly. Got COVID symptoms? Talk to a doctor and get treatment right away, because it just can't wait. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies is a sponsor on this show. I'm proud to have them. They're helping me to get ready for retirement. You know, you may have different elements of retirement, but you don't have a plan. They bring together all of the elements of retirement to help you with a comprehensive plan, including Medicare and supplements and legacy and income, investments, taxes, all of it. They sit down and go through it to make sure you're not forgetting an important element. And it's all for very small charges. In fact, they make you way more and save you way more than you'll ever pay in charges. And they're transparent about it. You can meet with them as many times as it takes for you to feel comfortable. Get your free evaluation from Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, rpcenter.com. I'm glad I did. rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211, 970-663-3211. You want a price right now on the phone? You know, most places don't like giving prices on the phone, but the Art of Granite would be happy to do it because they're proud of their prices. Yes. First of all materials they do are wholesale. So whether it's granite, as the name implies, the Art of Granite, or quartz or quartzite or any kind of natural stone, marble, or whatever, and man-made materials as well, they'll give you a quote on the phone to tear out and haul away the old one free, to do the bathroom vanity free when you do the kitchen, and they'll give you one price for it all right now, 303-386-5919, 386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
We'll unclog any drainage.
Wada. Big lose like you lose.
So every time you send something by FedEx, don't they give you a receipt with tracking number on it?
Yeah, that's why you'll be amazed.
What?
You'll be amazed at the scam. It's an
No,
amazing.
I'm talking about with her.
Oh yeah. The tracking number is generated by the shipper. She's the shipper.
Right. So she just gave the phone, got no receipt.
Right.
And
if she gotten a receipt, it would have had a tracking number on it.
So why didn't she? She just gave it to him. That's what I don't understand. Why people do that? So there's no way in the world you can ever track that down now. your SEC thing coming along, Tom? Your money market manager, whatever you want to call it?
Oh, it's close. It's we had to. We had. Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. So listen, this thing with Nancy, it's really a big problem, okay? But we're going to send it over to our Xfinity person. It all boils down to this. Nancy basically wants to erase the taxes and activation fee for a phone she never used. Is that what it boils down to, Nancy, at this point? And then you want the phone. Go ahead.
Okay, if I can tell you, after I received the email yesterday saying that Xfinity will not unlock my phone, I called this morning, spoke with someone out there, and they told me that I have to continue with Xfinity Mobile for 2 months because that's a rule of their company. Well, when I ordered
Hold on,
the phone,
Nancy, did you get the price when you bought the Black Friday phone? You probably got a special price, and it probably required activation and 2 months of service.
If it did. I was never told that verbally, and there was nothing
hold on.
that would have told me that.
All right. It almost is always that way when you buy a phone through a carrier. There are strings attached. So what would be the harm of just keeping Xfinity for 2 more months? What would be the harm? I'm asking.
So I'm thinking in the long run, if this has taken from September or early October to get a credit for a phone that I don't have, never used, and he said that I've got to carry it for the 2 months. The phone has to be paid for, which it is paid for, and all of the services or charges included for that phone up to that time have to be paid for.
Okay, you didn't answer my question. I went on a rambling journey just then, and I started dozing off. I'm asking this question, really, Nancy. What harm would it be to keep this new phone for 2 more months on Xfinity, then get it unlocked? I'm just curious. What would be the harm?
Okay, so the harm is if I have any more problems with my phone, when I call into Xfinity, I'm not speaking to someone that I can understand because they're usually from Calcutta or they're from the Philippines. Those are the people I have spoke with. I have no problem with, with that, other than the fact that I can't understand what they say.
So you don't want to go through that for 2 more months, and you'd rather go over to Verizon.
Correct.
Okay.
But she wants to use their phone.
Yeah. But their phone comes with conditions. But I don't know what those conditions are. But they told you that the rule was you had to be there for 2 months.
He told me that today, not when I ordered the phone.
Okay. Hold on.
Did you buy it, and I might have missed this, did you buy it over the internet or did you call up and get it?
I called Xfinity Mobile and ordered the phone.
What kind of phone was it?
It's a Samsung 22 Plus.
Okay. The Black Friday Xfinity deals had to do, I'm looking at it, you saved up to $500 on that phone.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And the reason you did that, it's right here in their offer, I'm looking back, is that you agreed to stay with them a certain amount of time. So I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it requires blah, blah, blah. It says
So
offer.
it actually says that there, according to what you're looking at. Then
Hold
it does
on.
say
It says
that.
here. It says here, activation new line and transfer the phone number to another carrier within 30 days purchase date. Device credits applied monthly to your account. Yeah, it's okay. You're gonna have a balance to pay. But so I just think that for 2 months it's not worth it. I'm going to be straight with you here. Verizon's not going to be any better. Neither is AT&T. They're not.
How much did you spend on that phone?
$1,000. It was $999.99, something like that.
But didn't you get a credit? Did you actually spend $1,000?
Yes, I did.
So you paid full price for the phone.
They gave me $500 off, and that's what it came down to. Was that?
You mean that was a $1,500 phone?
Yeah, that's right. The S22 is probably $1,500. That's right.
Oh my God, I didn't know that, Mark. Really?
Yeah, and then she got the $500 off. So, and if you're reading, I'm looking too.
I didn't. Okay, it had a bunch of conditions with activation, a line, and a certain.
But I go back to what you're saying, though. If it truly is only 2 months, I would use them for 2 months, then move. If that's what you signed up for, that's what you signed up for. And the bottom line is, you still got a $1,500 phone for $1,000.
Yeah. So if that's what you're saying, that was part of the deal, then I will go with that. I have no choice. But like I said, that would be on me.
Yeah, you feel like you got hoodwinked. I get it.
Yeah. Well, but if you guys are looking at it, and I'm sorry I didn't get the other gentleman's name that you're speaking with.
But here's what I want. Here's what I'm thinking. Hold on a sec. We will give it to someone at Xfinity to look at. Or Xfinity, I mean. We'll have somebody look at you.
I hope it's not worse than what she's thinking, because some of the deals they had on Black Friday, you get those discounts over a 24-month period.
I know.
But if she laid down $1,000 on a credit card or something, that probably is different.
Anyway, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Nancy, like I said,
let's have Suzanne reach out to our angel there.
Well, here's why we want our angel.
Just ask.
Here's why we want the angel to help, because she does need a credit for that first phone that I don't know why she has to pay taxes on the first phone she never used. 303-713-TALK. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Don't forget your Christmas deals right now. 30% off with Tom and the promo code. CBD products for pain, inflammation, and anxiety. RealCBDThatWorks.com.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Leland Conway at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Broadmoor.
It's another standard drive throughout the Denver Metro as we navigate that 11 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound showing posted speeds into and out of downtown. I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the DIA area. Pena Boulevard southbound leaving DIA. We are seeing some slowdowns between Tower Road and 56, though no word of an accident. On the northeast end of town, I-270 westbound slowdowns continue approaching Vasquez. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Warm in the afternoon, however, we do have some clouds rolling in with snow showers tomorrow. Overnight low of 21 degrees. Tomorrow high of 33. The current temperature in Denver is 53 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Holidays are a perfect reason to stay at the Broadmoor. Whether it's the traditional holiday show featuring a star-studded lineup or one of their spectacular New Year's Eve celebrations, you are sure to make memories that will last a lifetime. Visit Broadmoor.com for more information.
Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. What a wonderful person. He will help you on the buying side of real estate or the selling side, whatever you need, or both. What you need is Team Duran at RE/MAX Alliance. Call Frank, for a complete market valuation of your home to see what it will sell for in this market, considering your neighborhood, comparables to your house, and the real market conditions based on his 28 years of experience. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. No obligation ever for his services. 303-920-1622.
You don't have to go through yet another year with that knee pain or back pain. People with chronic joint pain are getting real lasting relief from QC Kinetics. Hey, it's Michael Brown. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. Their unique protocols use healing agents from your own body to target aching joints, repairing and restoring damaged tissue, so you can move again with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Shoulder pain, excruciating hip pain. If you have any arthritis pain or lingering pain from an injury, don't let them operate on you or give you more steroids. Say no to the pain pills. Call QC Kinetics. See if their life-changing, all-natural treatments can get you living your best life in the new year. This is the future of joint pain management. Make your appointment.
I do not want Zoom.
Okay, Nancy, do you have your account number in front of you?
Okay, we don't have a lot going on there. So
Okay, would it be easier if maybe I texted you and you texted me the info when you had it in front of you? Or I can put you on hold for a few minutes. I'm going to need your account number and then your contact info, which I know you have yourself. But. Okay. No problem.
Do you ever go to Costco?
Love Costco.
It's the only, it's really hard going to Costco as a single person.
I know. You got to buy groceries.
They don't let Doc into Costco. He got banned.
Steaks, and then I just freeze them individually, and I take them out in the morning, and by the time I get home, they're ready to cook. That's the only thing I really buy at Costco. Everything else you can't, is made for families.
Can you hear me like that? Wow, you can hear me both ways. Come back with the Jitterbug. The song, The Jitterbug. The Jitterbug. The Jitterbug. It's the phone that old lady should have.
So you want...
It's just like your phone, Tom. Big buttons. Picture of me, you hit that, mine dials.
So you want Wham! Wake Me Up Before I Go?
Is that the Jitterbug?
No, that's the one you were talking about.
Is that the name of the song? I thought it was called The Jitterbug. It's called Wake Me Up Before You Go.
No, that's just part of the lyrics.
The Jitterbug. The Jitterbug.
I didn't even know that was part of the. I didn't even know that was the part of the lyric.
I think it's its own song. Suzanne would know the answer to this, but she's too busy on the phone.
The Jitterbug was at an actual dance.
Is it really? All right, you see, it's like the Lindy.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Way before my time, but you remember.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The Jitterbug is a dance.
Yeah, you're right,
cool.
1944.
Before your time was the Big Bang.
Doc was the first thing to come out of the Big Bang. Judy Garland did the Jitterbug.
It's also called the Lindy Hop.
Right.
That's the phone you get your parents, so once they forget everything, they can just see a picture.
Man, Jerry Lewis was a talented dude.
Jerry Lewis, didn't he marry his cousin, who was like 12?
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Now, cell phones, man, I'll tell you, it's amazing what people get themselves into with cell phones because there's almost no deal on a phone unless you commit to something. Otherwise, just pay full price. That's what I did. I went, and I didn't plan on buying the iPhone 14 ever. I had a 12 Pro Max. I wanted to keep it until the 15 came out because I want USB charging, USB-C, not the Lightning. But my phone took a crap all of a sudden. It just stopped working. And I needed a phone. So I went online, and I was able to find a 14 Pro, the one I wanted. And it was in stock. It was an amazing situation. It was in stock, but I paid full price. But what was amazing is my phone that wasn't working, I took in, and they gave me $520 for it. And I told them I have a problem with it. They say, we do our own diagnostics. And they ran a diagnostic. And they said, it's worth $520. Do you want to do it? And I said, sure, I want to do it. So I ended up, on a $1,200 phone or something, I didn't pay full price. But what I'm getting at is this. Had I not done that at the Apple store, had I not bought an unlocked phone, had I bought just a regular phone, actually not a regular, I mean an upgraded phone, it comes with conditions. It does. That's what it comes with, conditions. Some of them make you pay monthly on the carrier plan, so you can't leave early. Others give you a credit, but the credit is given to you monthly. That's what I think she's going to run up against, Mark. I think the credit is going to be given to her and doled out monthly.
I don't think so just because she's saying she dropped $1,000.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the 500 credit. That could be given out in $50 increments.
That sure could be.
Yeah. Greg, what's going on with your water line? We've gone through this a lot. What's happening?
Well, I've got this deal in the mail. It's American Water Resource of Colorado. It's $5.49 a month.
All right, it's insurance, okay? Let me explain it to you, Greg. Your home water line, and I think this is for your water line, not your sewer line, right?
Yep, water line leakage.
Okay, now, your main water line goes from your house, the meter, out to the street to the main, okay?
Yes.
That's going to be protected for $5 a month. Now, I want to ask you, how long you been living in that house?
35 years.
Okay, now, you're in a neighborhood of older homes?
Yes.
Have you ever once in 35 years seen anyone change a water line?
No.
Okay. So, this is a license to print money, because here's what they do. They trying to collect $5 a month from numerous people, and then what they're going to do is nothing, because nobody replaces water lines except once in a blue moon is too often. But on the off chance that somehow your water line, now, by the way, it won't cover freezing. It won't cover or earth movement, diastrophism. It doesn't cover that, okay? It doesn't cover weight of equipment, none of that. It covers defects in the line. In the off chance that happens, don't ever go out in a lightning storm because you might be struck. But if it happens, then you have a deductible. And also, it can't be for any other reason but the pipe giving out. Now, am I saying that no one will ever be covered? I imagine there will be a rare case here or there where a leak develops, but it can't be from any earth. Remember, earth movement or any of the other exceptions. It's only a pipe giving out. The chances of that, their actuarials have gone over this and said the chances of this are so minute. And besides, most people move, and all that money you paid in is for nothing because you move, and the coverage stops. So what I'm getting at is, if you want to throw $5 a month away, hey, do it. But I don't know anyone ever, in all my years in Denver, I don't know one person from all the people I know that have ever changed a water line, ever. Ever.
Well, that's why I'm calling, just to get the lowdown.
Now, here's another thing to consider. It's only as good as the company offering it as well. So I don't know who the underwriter is, but no, I wouldn't do it. Bottom line, I wouldn't do it. That's just the way it is. I just wouldn't do it. I mean, could it turn out that by chance some water line goes out and they say, curse Martino for that? Well, yeah, it could happen. But it's even worse than extended warranties on cars and all that. It's just not worth it. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We got more coming up. Listen, we're going to talk about Become the Banker. I want to talk about one other thing. Speaking of insurance, like that waterline insurance, Compass Insurance Group will give you a quote on all your insurance, including sewer backup, all of it, to make sure you're not overpaying, and really to make sure you're not overinsured. 303-996-9000.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
It's another standard drive throughout the Denver Metro as we navigate that 11 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound showing posted speeds into and out of downtown. I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the DIA area. Pena Boulevard southbound leaving DIA. We are seeing some slowdowns between Tower Road and 56, though no word of an accident. On the northeast end of town, I-270 westbound slowdowns continue approaching Vasquez. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Warm in the afternoon, however, we do have some clouds rolling in with snow showers tomorrow. Overnight low of 21 degrees. Tomorrow high of 33. The current temperature in Denver is 53 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
So many athletes in the NBA purport to care about human rights abuses, but they stand silent against China. We'll talk to one man who has taken on China and what it's cost him. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
John Fuller is a personal injury attorney. I hope you never need him. But if you are injured, it doesn't even have to be a major accident to have major injuries. Sometimes major accidents have minor injuries, but if you need to evaluate where you are, where you stand, and what could possibly happen, John Fuller has handled enough accident cases that he'd be happy to give you a free, complete consultation. And then even when you hire him, there will be no out-of-pocket. It'll be simply a contingency fee basis on what he collects for you. And I can't think of a time that John can't collect more than you could collect on your own. He is a professional who does this day in and day out. And he'll only take as many cases as he personally can handle. That's an honest-to-God commitment. He will personally handle it, personally talk to you, and personally you'll have his cell phone number. Of course, he has a staff, but he is beholden to you. Call and notice the difference. 303-597-4500, 303-597-4500, myaccidentlawyer.co.
Hey, I'm Steve Ranella from the Rainforest.
Hey, Joe, what's going on, man? Yeah. Well, Tom's on with us. He's remote. He's remote all the time now, basically.
Well, he is?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he just likes being at home better.
Because I'm a wuss.
Because he's a wuss.
Yes, that's what I say. Hey, a couple of things before we go on the air.
Remember, we're on YouTube all the time.
Is Joe in the studio?
Yeah, but go ahead, man. Yeah, he just got here. I'll have him killed next break. Well, here in a few minutes, I'll have him kill it.
Tom doesn't have to get dressed when he does it remotely.
I'm in my underwear.
Did you get that, babe? We'll just do it, and then we'll take 2 cards tomorrow.
Headphones to hear the show on when you're talking, off when you're not. Okay.
got it.
We can't take 2 cars tomorrow. We're supposed to get snow.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, so that'd be more your problem. I mean, like, I don't know what it's going to be like.
Tonight, supposed to get tonight.
What's
The
that?
snow doesn't. The snow will be coming tonight. That's what they're saying, right?
Right. So in the morning,
It's
he
gonna be
wants
tough,
to take
yeah.
2 cars. I'm guessing. I mean, screw it. We can just go. We can just run up there. I'll skip you there.
I checked with some people. Chat with some people that they are all
Hey, Jordan, buddy, your dad's here. Do you want me to let you go, or do you want to hang on? Okay. Hey, you guys have a nice, happy holiday season, okay? Oh, yeah, you remember. We're so excited. And then, yeah, we're taking a few weeks off, so I'll be sure to tell.
Hey.
Hey.
Mark, can you see the TV? Oh, it's gone now. ONUST.com.
Okay, wonderful.
Whatever that is.
What is that?
I don't know, but look who is it? You only saw him for a second. It's Ron Shagman.
Who?
Who is he advertising for?
ONOST. Whatever. I could rewind it, I guess.
Who is it?
I'm rewinding it.
Did you see that thing on Purifoy?
Yeah.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, I knew he was selling.
Oh, we sold the dealership?
He's wearing a.
It's the Shag Man, though?
It's Shag, and he's dressed as a Sasquatch.
You're nice.
ONUST.com. ONUST.com. Some sort of insurance thing. ONUST.com. And it's Ron.
Mark, I am.
Oh, yeah, hold on, babe.
ONUST doesn't come up for me. Oh, there it is.
Mechanical breakdown coverage.
But
I don't see him, though. Where
is he?
Like I say, he's dressed as a Sasquatch.
Where do you see him, though?
He was wearing a freaking costume.
Oh, but not on the website.
I didn't see him on the website.
Yeah, I don't see him there either.
TV commercial. It's good to have Shaggy back.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a trip, man. Let's see.
You're up.
All right, we're up, Jeff.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, so we have Joe joining us, Joe Chiano, certified financial planner or advisor, and he is here to help us as well to talk about elements of retirement, including annuities and overfunding life insurance. Then we have Glenn, who has an issue with Ameritech windows. What's going on, Glenn, with your windows? Glenn, what's going on, Glenn?
Yes. Well, back in June of this year, we contacted with Ameritech Windows and Doors to have a new front door put in our house.
Oh, okay, a door, Ameritech. And where did you find them?
That I wished I knew because I wish that I never found them.
Did you buy it? Is it in?
Boulder.
Did you buy it?
No. We called in September. They told us it would be in September. It wasn't. October, same thing. November, same thing. And on their contract, it says 90 to 180 days.
Hold on. You called Ameritech for a front door. Did you actually buy a front door?
Yes, we did.
Okay, how much? When did you contract with them?
June 6th of 2022.
Okay, June 6th. Got it. And on June 6th, you paid how much?
down as requested on the down payment, $3,150.
Why did you do that?
I guess you would just chalk it up to being stupid.
No, not really. I mean, did they demand that? Is that 50% down?
No, that's only about 30% down.
That's an expensive door, man. Oh, wow. So, how did you make that payment?
Cash.
Gosh. Are they still around, this company?
Yeah, I called and talked to them December 8th and said that because you cannot tell me when the door is going to be in and when it's going to be installed, you have no idea when and if you're going to get the door.
All right, hold on. We'll come back to you. Give them hell.
Are you thinking about selling your home? With Orchard, you can skip the typical headaches and hassles of listing a home and go straight to getting an all-cash offer. It's simple. Once Orchard determines your home value, they make you a cash offer. Then, when Orchard sells your home for more than they paid you for it, you keep all the profit. If you're ready to maximize your earnings on your old home and minimize the stress of selling it, you need to try Orchard. Visit Orchard.com and see how you can get an all-cash offer today. Orchard. It's the new way to home.
Open enrollment for health insurance. More choices than ever. Get the help of the experts at Integra Insurance. Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. Integra Insurance can find the best health plan for you and your family. They also help with Medicare supplements and no charge to consumers for their services. But you must do it now in open enrollment. Integra Insurance at IntegraInsurance.com. 303-466-5500. 466-5500 or IntegraInsurance.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere. Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
ABC News, I'm Elwin Lopez. A Libyan suspect charged in the deadly bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 is now in U.S. custody. Victoria Cummick, whose husband was one of the 270 people killed in the explosion nearly 34 years ago over Lockerbie, Scotland.
And our hope is that we'll be able to find out what he knows, and hopefully he'll be able to identify other co-conspirators so we can also bring them to justice.
Cummick went on to found the Pan Am 103 Lockerbie Legacy Foundation. The body of Grant Wall is back in the U.S. The journalist died while covering the World Cup in Qatar. Health officials in New York City and Los Angeles are encouraging people to mask up in public indoor spaces with COVID-19, flu, and RSV cases on the rise. A winter storm that swept across the nation is leaving roads in parts of New England a snowy, icy mess. This is ABC News. The Supreme Court will hear a second challenge to President Biden's student loan forgiveness program. Two borrowers say they are being unfairly denied relief. Justices will hear both cases in February. Their decision could affect 40 million Americans with student debt. After a year-long pause, the Golden Globes are back, honoring the best in movies and TV.
If I've done something to you, just tell me what I've done to you.
There's Colin Farrell in The Banshees of Inisherin, the dark comedy leading the pack of nominees for the 2023 Golden Globe Awards, 8 nods, including Best Picture. Now, producers looking for a return to form after diversity issues and misconduct allegations against the Hollywood Foreign Press Association derailed last year's broadcast.
That's right.
Other nominees include Kevin Costner, Best Actor for Yellowstone.
Fight or we die.
And Viola Davis, Best Actress for her turn in The Woman King. The ceremony airs January 10th on NBC. Matt Wolf, ABC News.
Elwin Lopez, ABC News.
At CDW, we get the importance of clear communication.
I was on a conference call, and I think my boss asked me to send her roasted beets in a can.
Talk to the experts at CDW. Using Poly headsets and cameras, they'll orchestrate a collaboration solution that lets you hear and see clearly on any device, any meeting platform.
Huh. Looks like she asked me to send her the report sheets when I can. You like beets?
No. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Learn more at cdw.com/poly.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid. Give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free, updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
K-How News Time, 12:03.
Today's high in Denver will be in the 50s, but a change is coming with snow, cold, and wind moving in.
Our next winter storm set to arrive late tonight. We're already seeing it in the high country throughout the day on Monday, and then it's overnight for the metro area with the biggest impact over northeastern Colorado, where we've got blizzard warnings in effect, 5 to 12 inches possible in that direction.
Fox 31 meteorologist Kylie Burse says the Denver metro is expected to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. A survivor of the Club Q mass shooting in Colorado Springs speaking out after being released from the hospital. 63-year-old Ed Sanders says he had just arrived at the nightclub waiting in line for a drink when shots were fired.
I could see the flash of the bullets. I got shot in the back at first, and I was surprised and turned around to look at him. Then he shot another volley and got my leg, and then I went down.
Sanders has been a regular at Club Q since 2010. He was able to return home nearly 3 weeks after the tragedy following 4 surgeries. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Michael Brown here for Integrity Health Advisors. Does your current health insurance plan not renew for 2023? Did your premiums go up and now you want to shop the market? You still have until the December 15th deadline for a new health insurance policy to start on January 1st. See if you qualify for a tax subsidy.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Fairly standard driving throughout the Denver metro with a couple hiccups out there. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds into and out of downtown. Over on the west end, I-70 westbound approaching Sheridan, we've got a brand new accident. No word on lane blockage as of yet, but we are seeing slow traffic back from Pecos. Otherwise, I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the DIA area. Leaving DIA, Pena Boulevard southbound, some congestion spots around 56th. No word of an accident. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Warm for a little while in the afternoon with a high of 54 degrees. Clouds rolling in for an overnight low of 21. Snow showers tomorrow. The current temperature in Denver is 53 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
How do you prepare for the unexpected? To find the answer, we tell the story of the Nelms brothers, 2 farm boys turned filmmakers that went to Hollywood and came up with an idea that was so good it attracted Hollywood royalty. Listen to the story this week on Red Pilled America, anywhere that you get podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
If you're looking for a unique gift this holiday season, check out Rosetta Stone. It's the award-winning app that's helped millions of people around the world learn to speak new languages with confidence. A lifetime unlimited subscription provides forever access to all 25 of Rosetta Stone's languages, from Spanish and Chinese to German and Tagalog. And through December 25th, they're offering it for 40% off. It's the perfect present for the people in your life who value meaningful experiences instead of just getting more stuff. Got a buddy who's planning a big trip to Europe next year? A cousin who's been saying she wants to learn Korean to connect with her culture? Or that friend who'd love to be able to tell people he can say cheers in 10 different languages? Rosetta Stone is something they'll actually use and love for life. So visit rosettastone.com today to save $120 on a lifetime unlimited subscription. If you're looking for a unique gift this holiday season, check out Rosetta Stone.
It's the Dan Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Is it time to strip social media of its legal protections? We'll do a deep dive into the revelations from Twitter. And will Elon Musk go down as a great American hero for spending $44 billion to expose the evil Twitter was doing?
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere this hour, brought to you by One Clear Choice Garage Doors. If you want the best service with garage doors 24/7, you know, bad weather seems to play havoc on garage doors. Cold weather can tighten up those rails and make the door kick back sometimes. They have to be properly adjusted and lubricated. All of that can be done with One Clear Choice doors or new openers, new doors. One clearchoicedoors.com. All of the prices fully disclosed at clearchoicedoors.com. Welcome to the show. I got Joe Ciano with us, a certified financial planner, talking about different strategies for creating income for retirement. Then we have Glenn on the phone. Glenn ordered some Ameritech an Ameritech door, and it's like a $10,000 door. He put down a deposit at the beginning of the year. Can't get word. Can't get the door. I don't blame him. He wants his money back. Whatever your problem, call us. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. And, of course, 24/7, you can call 303-MARTINO and leave a message. 303-627-8466. Glenn, let's talk about this. Now, you paid on June 6th $3,159. Now, you are talking about
$3,150.
$3,150. Got it. Okay, so $3,150, and you're talking about a lot of money here for a front door still has not been delivered. So I don't mind. I would be the same as you, say, forget the damn thing. What are they saying?
Well, when I called them on the December 8th, December 6th, the 180 days was up. And that's what they've got written in their contract, was 90 to 180 days. Well, that was up on the 6th of December.
And when you called them, what happened?
I told him basically, if you can't tell me the door is in and it's going to be installed, just go ahead and refund the $3,150.
And what was their response?
I don't do refunds, and hung up. And
was it a custom door?
Well, we have a double door, and we were going to a single door. And yes, it had to be made. It wasn't. I don't want to say it's custom. Maybe it is in his eyes.
Well, hold on. It may or may not be custom. Was it when you said you're going from a double to a single or a single to a double? What are you doing? Is the opening there, and is it a standard door opening? How many feet? Do you know how big the door is?
The doors that we have now are 4 foot by 4 foot.
4 by 4.
It's a standard.
You don't have a 4 by 4 door, man. Come on. What size door do you have right now?
Oh, 4 foot. Okay. 40 inch by. Okay, she's telling me no. It's a standard door, but it's a double door, and we were going down to a single door.
But when you go down to a single door, was the other pane going to be fixed, or was it going to be drywalled?
It was going to be windows on each side of the door.
Okay, got it. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if it's custom or not, but I think it's unconscionable to make you wait 6 months. So here's what I want to know. This guy that said no refunds, who is it?
He is one of the owners. Him and his brother, Scott Brill and Brian Brill, are the owners of Ameritech.
Scott and Brian Brill?
I think it was Scott. Pardon?
Scott and Brian?
Brill, B-R-I-L-L.
Got it. Okay, so we're going to call them. I think for them to say we don't give refunds, I think you could take them to small claims court and get your $3,150 back in a heartbeat, but I want to call them first. Deputy Doc, do you feel like calling them? Okay, we'll give it to Deputy Doc to call and say, where the hell is his, you can't deliver the door, give him the money. I don't know what they think they can keep it for. Why don't you hang on, and we'll have Deputy Doc get the information off the air and give a call, and then we'll get you on. We can still do it this show, so hold on. But, Doc, you have some other follow-ups, you said. What do you got going on?
I do. You remember the Bruce Springsteen song Glory Days?
Yeah.
Well, we've got Gloria Days today.
Gloria. Okay, so we have
Glorias.
Two Glorias. I'm just trying to find them in the system.
Okay, one was about her daughter who overdosed, and she was having...
Oh, wait. Here's what she said. She said she doesn't think that she overdosed because she was so careful on how she took her drugs. which is crazy. And she said, Chantel, she said, died, and she doesn't believe authorities. Now, I said, well, why would anyone try to cover up or try? She believes her daughter won the Powerball, and her daughter was murdered for the money. What's going on with that?
Well, she's trying to get a result, and we're trying to figure out if she accidentally overdosed. Gloria is adamant that her daughter was very careful about how much she took. And I said, well, it could be.
But by the way, and she was on fentanyl and all kinds of stuff.
But she could have had something in the exact amount. So the latest that we have now is that we're waiting for the toxicology report. Because if the tox report shows that there was something in there that killed her, then that's it. That's it.
Well, they could have slipped it to her.
No,
yeah, but it will be in the tox report,
right,
Mark.
It'll be in the toxicology report.
It doesn't matter how you take it. It's going to be in her blood.
No, my point is she still could have been murdered.
He's saying, okay.
Right. But
he's saying if there is something toxic in her blood, how do we know they didn't give it to her on purpose?
Then we can, but the point is if there's nothing in the tox report or there's something we're going in two different directions. So I told Gloria to let me know when we get the tox report, and we'll take it from there.
What happened to the money?
Well, first of all, we don't really know. We don't even know if she did have the money, Mark.
Let's say she did have the Powerball ticket. Was it ever cashed?
First of all, okay, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know because it was for $50,000. So we don't know. We don't know if she ever cashed it, if she even had it. I mean, she was an addict. She could have called her mom and said, hey, I won the Powerball.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, by the way, do you have $100 I can borrow until I cash? I mean, we don't know where this was going, but it seems to me weird. So Gloria believes her daughter won, got $50,000. The guy that took her to cash the thing killed her, came back and killed her for the money.
So I think we'll just wait for the tox report.
Although I believe the tox report isn't going to tell us anything either, because if she's poisoned, or if she took it herself, she took it herself. What we really have to look for is, did she have that money? I mean, where
is the money?
Huh? Well, did Gloria verify that she had a ticket and presented it to be paid
Probably
at a certain
not.
store? Where do you bring the $50,000 to be paid?
You got to go down to one of the lottery offices for
You don't
that
go
much.
to the store, right?
Right.
For that
You go to the lottery
No, but I bet you can call over someone and, well, I don't know, actually. They might not release names of winners. Actually, I don't know how Colorado works. Some states do,
But Gloria would have the power, I think, to find out if her daughter won and collected.
It would be interesting to find out if the ticket was real and if it got collected.
All right, I will do that, and we'll
that would be one good thing. Who's the other Gloria?
The other Gloria is the one who had in Velo Apartments. She was complaining about
in a basement level.
On first floor level.
Neighbor is letting two people stay with them without being on the lease, and they are making noise and doing drugs.
Right. So I called up to see if we can get a constructive eviction. They wouldn't allow her to do that.
Oh, they won't allow her to get out?
But here's the key, Tom. I spoke to Gloria yesterday, and there was an eviction notice that was placed on the neighbor's door. So at most,
okay, good.
I said I didn't know if it was a 3-day, 10-day, or 30-day, but as far as we know, they will be gone by the end of the month.
Oh, hey, check this out, guys. You can actually, on the Colorado Lottery site, you can go in there and you can put in different keywords like their name, the address where the ticket was bought, and it will actually show you the results with the winner's first name and last initial and the exact amount of money they won from either a ticket or from the other thing.
You got to tell her
that. Gloria that.
Let's tell Gloria that, because really without the lottery, the whole motive thing is out the window. Right. 303-713 talk, 303-713-8255. More coming right up.
It's a new day because COVID vaccines just got a big update. So all the big stuff coming up this fall, well, now you can say, you bet I'll be there. Because updated COVID vaccines protect against both the original COVID virus and Omicron. And everyone 5 and older can get one. So this is a moment we've all been waiting for.
Find updated COVID vaccines at vaccines.gov. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
All right. We need to talk about restoration because winter is the worst time for properties. They get fires and floods and frozen pipes. People discover asbestos or mold. All kinds of things can happen. And one thing is for sure, you need the right restoration company to come in and restore your property and rebuild it. But you need a company you know and trust. You need a company with the EPA certifications. You need a company with the professional associations that verify their credentials. That company is American Restoration 24/7. Rock and his team do the job right. Listen. Your insurance might be paying, but don't let that make you sloppy in hiring someone. They only pay once, and you could end up with a mess if you don't get the right company. Get American Restoration 24/7, the company I know and trust. American Restoration. Here it is. Online, amrest247.com or 8337-AM-REST. Reverse loans are not a bad word. You know what? A reverse loan can get you out of a house payment. If you have enough equity to get out of that house payment, the interest rates are really not of concern to you. Here's why. You get enough money to pay off the loan, and that loan starts accruing against your equity. Now, you live there the rest of your life without paying on the house or an emergency line of credit. And here's the deal. What difference does it make what the interest rate is if, in fact, you're never going to pay it back? Now, true, if you want to leave a lot of equity to relatives, it would affect that. But most people just want to live off the equity they've earned. And Power Reverse will tell you all the information you need to get your reverse mortgage looked at if you want to explore it. 720-500-7719. 720-500-7719. EmpowerReverse.com.
Hi, this is Courtney Pierce, president of Buy and Build Kitchen and Bath. Not only do we have Denver's best deals on kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, and countertops.
Joe was thinking of Trajan, whoever that, you know, the ones that's doing
I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are.
I know who they are because they just run the 5-second, whatever they're called. I don't know what you call them, headlines or whatever. But what is the one with the 30% bonus? Is that Family Wealth?
No, I got to find out.
Oh.
I don't know who the carrier is.
No, not the carrier. Who are we talking about?
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies.
Yeah. They have one at 30%, one at 15%. They have one at no percent.
Got it.
I mean, they're good people. I don't know. I mean, they won't lie about it.
Well, I don't think it's a fact of lying. I think it's just how it's advertised. I don't know. I don't know enough about any of it, to be quite straight. Yeah, I know nothing about the other one, Trajan.
Neither do I.
Do you know the name of the company?
Yeah, it was, oh, you didn't have your headphones on. It's, hold on, I'll find it for you right here. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies.
Right, but the name of the carrier, you know?
Oh, do you know what annuity that is? Joe just wants to look into it.
I'm trying to find out. I've texted him.
Okay, cool.
Let me find out.
He's asking him. I thought they said they dealt with
Athene, maybe?
I thought it was Fidelity, but maybe not. The other thing I asked them, they were in, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. No, they were just on the phone, actually. And I said, well, if someone at 50 years old, or maybe I said 55,
right,
puts in $100,000 right now, how much could they take out in 10 years? And the whole conversation came up because Tom and I were taking guesses on it.
Right.
And I guessed $500 or $600 a month. Mm-hmm. And Tom thought that was low. So we called them up to ask them. And we said, with bonuses, with everything, how much would it be in 10 years? And I think the answer was like $3,000 a month or something.
$2,800 or something.
$2,800 a month. But if I go to Fidelity's site and just pick out one of their calculator products they have and do 100,000, it's $600 all day long. So I don't understand where the difference comes.
Well, the difference is that if they're using Fidelity investments, okay, that's a variable annuity. Fidelity doesn't deal with fixed products.
So they're actually calculating in what
the stock market will do. The annuity will be based.
So it's
on
not a guarantee.
No, it's not a guarantee. If they're dealing with Fidelity, okay, Fidelity investments, okay, they deal with only mutual funds, stocks, and bonds.
I got you.
Okay?
So they're actually saying if you put 100
Mark,
in 10 years
it's
ago.
Mark,
yeah.
Their rates are guaranteed by contract.
Okay.
So it depends on what you get. I've been looking, and I'm looking with Joe too.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I'm going to compare them all.
Yeah.
But I've not purchased anything. But I'm talking about every one I looked at has a guarantee income, guaranteed. It can't go down. You can't lose.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, so Mike, what's going on with you? Mike, how can we help you, sir?
Well, maybe I just need a reality check. I went to New York last week just for a Christmas vacation. I discovered on the 29th of November that I needed one more night in New York because I had tickets for a show Tuesday night and I needed to book. I ended up changing my airplane, etc. But anyway, I booked a room. I thought I booked a room for the 6th to the 7th at the Hilton. Well, because it only said the 6th, I said, well, that looks funny. So I went back and looked at it closely, and it was for like a day room. So I changed it in the portal.
Wait, what are you talking about? Hold on, Mike. What do you mean a day room? You mean where you literally go in for the day?
Yeah, people will rent a room, but they won't stay overnight. I guess they just do business in there.
Yeah, or whatever. Okay.
Or whatever. Yes. Or whatever, yes. So I went back and I checked it and I got it to where I got this confirmation back that says I've got a room with a bed in it that says, from the 6th to the 7th, and it's, it's all in the same confirmation, which is kind of odd. I would have thought they would have given.
So wait a minute. Did you book the one that was just for the day and then go back and cancel it?
I didn't cancel. I went back to adjust it.
Okay, got it.
And so,
yeah.
What I think I may have done is I may have just booked the day room now for two days.
Oh no!
Instead of one, I don't know. Their portal's confusing. I'm in IT, and I get into this thing, and I'm just trying to operate it, and it's really a poorly designed portal. What can I say?
Yeah.
So I show up at the hotel, and they say all they've got is the confirmation for the December 6th day room. They don't even have it. I've got the 7th, and they tell me that's a discrepancy between their hotel and their booking system, which is corporate. So, not having a reservation and knowing it's Christmas time and good luck getting a room in Manhattan, I paid the rate of basically what came out to $1,600 for one night.
Hold on.
And
what hotel was that?
The Hilton.
What would it normally cost?
Well, it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Well, tell me this. What were you thinking you were booking it for? How much?
Well, I don't. You know, I had just finished a stay at another hotel, and they were charging $400 or $500 a night, and I thought that would have been a reasonable rate.
But wait a minute. So you really didn't even know how much it was going to be?
Well, so I had seen that day rate, and it seemed cheap. I mean, I literally get on Google Earth to look at the neighborhood, like, why is this room so cheap?
But wait. Here's what I need to know. When you booked the so-called day room by mistake,
yes,
how much was it?
It was like 150 or something.
And how many hours is that?
Well, I mean, I guess it's for the day, but it's probably, I don't know. I really don't. I would think like maybe 9 or 10 to 5, but I don't know.
Well, there's not a $150 hotel room, even a day room in New York City. There is not one. Not one.
I mean, I just talked to their corporate, and I mean, maybe it's 180 or I mean, it was under 200.
It's $150 an hour, sir. I mean, we used to book those for broadcast meetings. Honest to God, man, they're not 150 for a day.
Well, so, you know.
I mean, here's what I'm getting at, Mike. Mike, here's what I'm getting at. What do you want?
Well, I mean, so look, I don't expect the day room rate.
You're not going to get the day room rates more expensive than overnight, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Look, I get that. It just seems like, you know, $1,600 seems a little rich. And it just seems like
so you want to listen. Do you understand that for the Hilton, that is not overly expensive? Okay. Now, was it in Midtown?
Yeah, Midtown. Yeah, the Hilton Garden Inn, Central Park, South Midtown West.
The Hilton Garden Inn. Okay. I used to stay there all the time. Not there, but in New York City. And man, I'm telling you, even back then, the hotel rooms were $1,000. So I don't understand. I imagine. I'm just trying to figure out. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. Did you get screwed somehow? And what do they owe you? For example, you made a reservation, but you made it in error thinking. But even at that 150, it wasn't going to happen, is what I'm saying. Had you made that reservation, yeah. So,
guys, they have rooms. I mean, regular rooms that are in that area. I'm on their website right now.
Yeah, for how much, Mark?
$185, a 1-king bed.
You're not going to get a hotel room in Midtown for $185.
Hilton Garden Inn.
Man.
I'm on their website. Hilton Garden Inn, New York, Central Park South, Midtown West. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right here, Tom. I'm literally on Hilton's website. It's not some phony baloney. I mean, it's like Holiday Inn type stuff.
I mean, this is why I want a reality check. I mean, this confirmation I get.
Mark, where are you? I'm on the website too.
Just go Hilton.com and then you can choose.
Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. So when are you checking in? I mean,
I hit December 12th and I check out tomorrow, one night.
Okay, because I'm going to look. December
1
12th.
king bed from $185. 1 queen bed, $185. 2 double beds, $222.
Well, December 12th. Okay, that's because okay.
Well,
that
I don't care what day it is. I'm just saying it's not.
And then
this ain't the Ritz-Carlton, man.
Mark, all I'm saying is no, it's not. But when you say the 12th,
yeah,
and today's the 12th,
yeah,
okay, that's an unsold room, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Well, I mean, what day? I'm not going to put in Christmas Eve. I mean, I don't care what day we put in, but
I'll do it for the 19th. All I'm getting at,
this time of year. And then I get this confirm back that says, would you like to upgrade from just 2 beds to 2 queen beds for an extra $8?
No, one thing is for sure. This hotel, at $1,600 is unreasonable, but I don't understand why they charged you that, especially if you did it at the last minute and they had it open. Why did they? Well, I don't get the $1,600. What kind of room was it? No, there's no. They don't have one room. They don't have one room for $1,600.
No, not even like their one-bed junior suite thing.
No, they don't have any rooms. Are you sure it was the Hilton Garden in New York Central Park?
Yeah, I can email you the.
Well, wait,
I mean,
you went in the hotel.
Some weird
Hold on.
deal.
You went in the hotel, and you said to them, I have a reservation. They said, no, all you have is a day rate, right? And then you said, hold on, you said, well, I need a room, and they said it'll be $1,600. Is that right?
Basically, yeah, in a nutshell.
And then you did what?
Well, I thought, I thought, maybe I'm hallucinating. I put it.
No. I would have been at $1,600 at this hotel after looking at it and what their other rooms are.
It's a Motel 6, basically.
This one, I don't see how they have any rooms. There's not one room for $1,600. So did you call back and say, how was I charged $1,600 for a room when there's not one room anywhere for $1,600 anywhere?
Well, the detailed billing, it's probably $1,450.
Why'd you agree to it? Let's get to the reality here. Why'd you say okay?
Well, hey, I'm in New York. It's Christmas time. I know I'm not going to be able to get another room.
All right, so
hey,
you
Mark,
were screwed.
Mark, why don't you call that number up there and ask him how your friend was charged $1,600 last minute, and you don't see one room there $1,600, or it was $1,400.
Can you send me that bill, man?
Yes.
Send me that bill so I have the information. I'll call him.
I want to tell you something, Mike. You have a right to have your hair standing on end here, because after looking at the hotel, it is more like it's not a really
It's
nice
not a
hotel.
Hilton. I mean, you know what I mean. It might be owned by Hilton.
It's not. It's not what I thought. And here's the deal, man. This is what would be different. If they had a $1,600 room, they don't even have one. That's what I'm getting at.
No, but if you ever read those things on the doors that say, hey, you could be paying $100 a night, but on the door it'll say they have the ability to rent it out to a maximum of like $2,500 a night.
Well, no, that's only for holdovers, Mark. That's the reason they do that.
Okay.
They do that for people that won't leave, and they think they're going to stay in there for a couple hundred a night or $300 a night. That's the only. I don't think they ever charge that published rate unless they see people coming like Mike. Mike, hold on. Let Mark do some exploring.
Suzanne will get the email. Get it over to me ASAP.
It is outrageous. I mean, I don't see one room. I mean, the most expensive room might be $500.
It's $400 is from what I saw, and it's like the Mac Daddy suite with the terrace.
My goodness. So I don't know where this is coming from. More coming up right after this.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Several slow spots throughout the Denver metro as we hit that noon hour. I-25 north and southbound showing posted speeds into and out of downtown. South of downtown, 6th Avenue westbound just after the off-ramp from I-25 northbound. We're looking at a brand new accident. No word of lane blockage as of yet, but we are seeing congestion around the area. Up on the north end of town and back to I-25 northbound, we've got a crash in the right lane at Thornton Parkway with stop-and-go traffic back from 54th. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly cloudy skies today as that snowstorm rolls in. High of 54 this afternoon, overnight low of 21, and we're seeing some snow showers tomorrow. The current temperature in Denver is 54 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
So many athletes in the NBA purport to care about human rights abuses, but they stand silent against China. We'll talk to one man who has taken on China and what it's cost him. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, if you are injured in an accident, you need help, okay? Really, truly you do. And you shouldn't just call everyone. You should call someone who will give you answers. And you should talk to John Fuller, because it's the only law firm you're going to call where you talk to the lead attorney, the only attorney, on purpose. He takes all cases personally. And, of course, he has a staff and a support staff and investigators, but he handles the case, and he only takes as many as he can handle personally. You won't talk to a call center and be sloughed off to one of 30, 40, or 50 attorneys. You're going to be talking to John, and he'll go through your accident, through your details, through your injuries, and ways to collect, and give you advice. And then if you decide to hire him, he takes a small contingency of what he collects. 303-597-4500. Notice the difference when you call. 303-597-4500. myaccidentlawyer.co.
Guys.
You know, I don't like that I did not hear back from these guys yet. That's kind of...
You guys have anything cool going on for Christmas?
Yeah, well, we're going to have the whole family.
Oh.
We're going to have the whole family over. 31.
Come on, man.
This is outrageous. This is out-fucking-rageous.
What?
I got his, or can you hear me?
Yeah.
I got his receipt. This fucking guy paid $1,450 plus for that fucking hotel. You should be able to stay there all month for that.
Mark's fallen over in his chair.
Holy shit! I don't know what I'd do.
I'd call that number and ask him, how's that?
I'm calling the number on the receipt right now. This is unbelievable.
Give him hell, Mark. Troubleshooter Show. What is your first name? Jason. In a sentence or less. What would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today, man?
Pierre, hey, I got my bill from you guys. Can you pull it up? I'm just trying to figure it out. I thought I was like $200 a night. You guys charged me $14.
It's an auto shop issue. We'll take that today. You guys, are we clear? Who is the auto shop? What's that first letter? M as in Mary. G as in go. Okay, hang tight. Listen to the phone. Shouldn't be too long. Troubleshooter. So, what is your first name? Yes. Did he call you yet? Okay. Did Doc say he was going to give you a call back? Okay. Let me tell him to reach out to you. Tell him your phone was dead.
Or you need a full smile again with an implant, Aspenwood Dental has you covered.
Check out their hundreds of 5-star online reviews as well, and before and after pictures of how Aspenwood gives people back their beautiful smiles. Get started today at aspenwooddental.com. That's aspenwooddental.com.
For your back, neck, and joint pain, visit spineone.com for a same-day appointment now. That's spineone.com.
Denver's talk station.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So Mark got a hold of this guy.
These guys suck.
You got a hold of the bill, didn't you?
Yeah, I just talked to them. They're like, because that day, that's what the rates were.
What?
That's what they say.
So they just basically football the rates based on your need.
I don't know. I mean, that was it, man. The guy, his name was Pierre, but he sounded like Vinny.
Really? So he just said it happened to be the rate that day.
Yeah, so he's looking and hemming and hawing and blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, okay, well, that was the rate that day. And I said, there's not one room on your website for anywhere near close to that rate. Well, for that day, it was that much. What? I'm telling you. This Hilton must be owned by, this can't be owned by Paris and the Hiltons. I mean, this thing's got to be owned by, I don't know, the mafia.
Hey, Mike. Mike.
Yes.
How'd you find, what kind, you didn't even ask, say, hey, why is this so much? Where'd you stay before that? How long were you in New York?
I was in New York from Friday to Tuesday. So.
And where did you stay?
I stayed at this place called the Rui Plaza, like 2 blocks from Times Square.
How much?
It was about $4.5 a night.
Okay, which is about for a not a top hotel. That's about right. So then what?
Well, so I realized that.
Why didn't you stay where you were?
Well, so what happened was I was booked through to leave Tuesday. And then I realized I had tickets for a show Tuesday night.
No, I get it. I got that part. Why didn't you stay where you were?
Oh, they didn't have any
Okay.
more room. I said, can I add a day? And they said, nope, we're all booked up.
Well, okay, it is possible. Listen, rates do fluctuate. I know a hotel Suzanne and I looked at for New Year's Eve. It was $2,500, and generally when we stay there, it's $400. So there's no doubt rooms fluctuate. But what I don't understand is you said you booked this room for $200 or $150.
No. That was the day rate, he said.
That was the day rate. But
what the hell is a day rate?
I don't know, Mark,
what is a day rate?
It's not what I thought. I thought it was an hourly rate.
You don't stay the night when it's a day rate. You just need a place for the day.
For a business meeting.
I never heard of anything from a Hilton Garden or something.
Well, Mark, you know how some guys come in and buy silver and gold and all that crap? That's
No, but there's no way you're renting a big room like that for $150. I don't care if it is a Roach motel. No way you're renting that. I think a day rate, I think you pick up a hooker for a day or for an hour, an hourly rate in New York City, some slum.
Oh my God.
I literally Google Earth, like, why is this room so cheap? And the neighborhood looked okay, and then I realized, oh, wait a minute, this says, Tuesday check in, check out, and it's like, wait a minute, I need this overnight. So I go back and I fiddle on their
Yeah,
site.
we heard that part, Mike.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the bottom line. You agreed to it, man. Did you pay by credit card?
Oh, sure.
I would dispute it.
I'd dispute it. I'd say, hey, here's my confirmation. It's $150.
No,
Whatever.
I wouldn't say that. No. What I would say is, I would say that they misquoted the rate. I would say just pick. I thought I was paying $400 or $500. Show me on their website one room that went for that much money. One room. Just tell me one room, and I would just dispute it and see what happens. That's what I would do.
It suck.
Now, hold on. We had a call earlier. I want to go back to Deputy Doc. We had a call earlier.
Let's get Glenn on the phone. Suze, get Glenn back on the phone.
Yeah, let's get Glenn on the phone about this door that was custom ordered, and we'll talk about that. Plus, Joe Chiano, Become the Banker. We want to talk about some annuities and how different bonuses work. Because you're going to hear a lot about bonuses, and we want to know how they're paid and what to look out for right after this.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Several slow spots throughout the Denver metro as we get closer to that 1 o'clock hour. Starting on the north end of town, I-25 northbound at Thornton Parkway. A stall in the right lane has slowdowns continued back from I-270. About 5 minutes of delayed driving for folks out there trying to head north from the downtown area. All the way east and leaving DIA, Pena Boulevard southbound. Heavy slowdowns between Tower Road and 56th. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Highs in the lower to mid 50s this afternoon. We do have a snow front moving in. Overnight low of 21 degrees. Tomorrow, 80% chance of snow showers with a high of 33. The current temperature in Denver is 54 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Whether it's freshly cut, bought at a nursery, or just unboxed from Home Depot, putting up a Christmas tree is just commonplace this time of year. But why do we haul an evergreen into our living room? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
When it comes to plumbing and heating and cooling and electric, you really want a company you can trust, and that's why I love Fix It 24/7, the people I invite into my home. And I'll tell you, during the winter now with your furnace, water, your electric, this is a critical time. And we put a lot of strain on our systems during the holidays. And know this, Fix It 24/7 will send a licensed, background-checked employee tech to your home, whether it's an electrician, a plumber, or HVAC tech, to find any problem you may have for just $39. And they give you a full diagnostic, and they promise 100% satisfaction guarantee. And by the way, if you have the work done, they credit you the $39, so the call is free. Now, if you don't have the work done, all you're paying is $39 for that professional diagnostic. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939.
If you're looking for a unique gift,
day rates are right there, and they're all right there. So it's crazy, man. That's what he did. He literally booked a day rate. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. is $139, like right now. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., $119. 12 to 8, $149. That's what he did. He literally booked a day.
Okay. But, I mean, that's what he did. But then he was charged his...
Yeah, but they told him it was going to be that much.
I know. But that's still outrageous, though. Why?
It is so outrageous. Because they could. That's why. And they did. You should have heard Pierre, though. Holy shit. You know. If this guy was Pierre, you know, I'm Chi. And I go, why would someone do that? And then I was reading the reviews. Like this one guy said, we were running the marathon, and we'd all be finishing at different times, and we had to have a place to go. So I guess there is reasons to rent it.
For a few hours.
Would you have you gone to New York City?
Long time ago.
Yeah, I've been there, but I mean, I have no.
I can't. I mean, that's just.
I think it's a hellhole.
They take advantage of you, just like right now. This poor guy. Jesus. Yeah.
You can buy a Rolex on the corner for
I know that.
$12.
You can buy all kinds of things. Yeah. God, that's terrible.
Hi, I'm Emmitt Smith, Pro Football Hall of Famer and three-time champion. Trust me, I know about joint pain.
Pro Football's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith, talks about chronic joint pain and exciting new regenerative treatments from QC Kinetics.
I know what it's like to fight with pain, but now, you and I...
QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in advanced, all-natural regenerative medicine that can give you lasting relief with no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery.
I do watch the
Broncos. Constant pain from arthritis or injury, pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or
they did better than expected.
steroids, pain
I mean, they were at one point they were within 6 points of Kansas City, which nobody would have thought that they were able to score 21 points. They had 3 interceptions of Mahomes, which was amazing. Terrible team.
So how many is going to be over at your house?
31. That's how many there were at Thanksgiving. We got all the kids coming with their spouses and their babies and teenagers. So I'm making my famous burritos. My mother gave me the recipe.
What's in them?
There's a special sauce that I make, and then there's beef for people that eat beef, and then I got to make the salsas that I make. I have one that's a 100-year-old recipe.
Oh wow!
People just want to buy it. I mean, every time I make it, they want to buy it.